Ladies and gentlemen, let's take this moment to recognize the men, women, and families who were affected by the tragic events 10 years ago today.
Me and my partner, we have our eyes set on something new and something different, and that's becoming the next World Heavyweight Champion.
All that matters now is being number one.
I'm Bully Ray, and I am the next World Heavyweight Champion.
Ask any one of the boys in the back, and they will tell you the exact same thing. Their dream is to become a world champion.
And now, TNA Wrestling and Direct Auto Insurance present No Surrender.
Tonight, live from Orlando, Florida, Kurt Angle defends the World Championship against both Sting and Mr. Anderson. Plus, we will find out who's next in line for a world title shot at Bound for Glory in October in Philadelphia. It's Mike, Tenay, and Taz, and we welcome you to a No Surrender pay-per-view event that will determine much of the future direction of this organization. Tonight, Taz, it's Kurt Angle defending the World Heavyweight title in a three-way match against Sting and Mr. Anderson.
Well, listen, man, the last time we saw Sting and Mr. Anderson, they were beaten and pummeled by a mortal with Kurt Angle standing above with his world title. So let's see how Sting and Anderson, if they can bounce back from that beating just on Thursday.
Before we get to that world title three-way, we have the final four in the Bound for Glory series. Is it going to be Bully Ray, James Storm? Is it going to be Gunner or Bobby Roode who advances to the World Heavyweight Championship matchup, our biggest show of the year, next month, Philadelphia, Bound for Glory?
Big night tonight, big night!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this big night kicked off. What do you say we start off with some X Division competition?
Sounds good, bro.
Let's go.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is a #1 contenders match. Introducing first from Nashville, Tennessee, Kid Cash.
Important matchup in terms of the rebranded X Division, because this is a #1 contenders bout. Later tonight at No Surrender, we will have Brian Kendrick defending the X Division Championship against Austin Aries. But first tonight, let's find out who the #1 contender is going to be, who's going to move on and get that next title shot at the X Division champ.
Well, Kid Cash is a veteran, man. He is battle-tested. And his return here in TNA, here in Impact Wrestling, he's looked extremely impactful.
And his opponent from Katy, Texas, Jesse Sorensen.
There's Jesse Sorensen right there. Pride of Texas, was one hell of a high school quarterback in the great state of Texas, man, where football basically is like, well, it's the bloodline. Look at that, little autograph football from Jesse. I like it. A lucky kid. Look at that. Why don't all the kids get everything? Let's give a good friend with the orange hat, kid.
How about the heart and the courage of this young man from Katy, Texas, Jesse Sorensen? We have seen it on several occasions on Impact Wrestling, where Jesse Sorensen, man, looks to be absolutely down and out, but he has that never say die attitude.
Well, definitely the young man is loaded. Sorensen is loaded with intestinal fortitude, to say the least. But I'll tell you what, if someone's going to test you, it's going to be Kid Cash. That man right there, I mean, he's a nasty hombre. And this is for the #1 contendership for the X Division title. So, a lot riding on this bad boy to kick off No Surrender.
You referenced Kid Cash as being a battle-tested veteran. Have to agree with that. He's also been there before, a former X Division champion, but it was in 2003 when he held that title.
Well, things change over time. As everybody knows, things evolve. Styles change at times, but I don't think Kid Cash have a problem with that. Like, as I said earlier, in his return here to Impact Wrestling, we've seen Kid Cash and the intensity he brings.
Oh, he belongs. There's no question about that.
Nice standing switch by Jesse Sorensen. I really like this young man's athletic ability. Dropped hold at that, float over to that front headlock, but
this is also what we love about the X Division, this mix of styles, the eclectic range that we have. Kid Cash, he can catch you with strikes like those elbows. He's got a great submission background as well. Hook to the leg of Sorensen, goes for the quick pin.
Wow, I'll tell you what.
X Division action.
Yeah, exchanging some deep arm drags, man.
Also have to admit that I really like the 225-pound weight limit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree. I think that'll be like the exclamation point for the division. It's like the X Division is a brand within the brand of Impact Wrestling.
Plus, it also takes away the possibility of somebody like Abyss coming into the division and dominating.
Well, I can't disagree with that, but right now, it's all about dominating. Kid Cash, he's getting ready to dominate on Jesse Sorensen, but now you see the frustrations coming out of Cash.
Series of forearms, but answered with those big overhand rights from Jesse Sorensen.
Yeah, some snapping those punches by Jesse. Another deep arm drag. And smart right there by Jesse to lock in an armbar. That's Wrestling 101 right there, but it works perfect.
You may recall the recent X Division gauntlet on Impact Wrestling that was won by Austin Aries. And as a result, Aries gets that title shot against Brian Kendrick later tonight here at No Surrender. But in that gauntlet, it was determined that, well, Jesse Sorensen, contender #2, Kid Cash #3. So only appropriate that these two battle to see who gets the next title shot.
Again, look at that drop toe hold by Kid Cash, and Jesse Sorensen goes face first. And that might have been the opening that Kid Cash needed. Look at that round kick right to the sternum of Jesse Sorensen.
Cash on top for the quick pin attempt. And goes right back to the offense.
Yeah, see that? Little things like that is with a veteran like Kid Cash. Oh my God. Oh, that was nasty.
Sorensen dropped right on his head.
I have no idea how Sorensen kicked out of that. That was beyond a brain buster.
physical style that Kid Cash brings to the X Division, and with Sorensen draped across the middle rope, oh, those crossface shots, oh, those are brutal.
Hey, that's a good way, I'll tell you what, to wear down a guy. I must say, I made my living back in the day doing a few of those cross faces, and they're effective when they're done right, and Kid Cash laid those bad boys in the right way.
#1 contendership for the X Division title at stake in our opening match here at No Surrender. And Kid Cash has been dominating for several minutes. You heard the open hand slap.
And followed up by a snot rocket. You noticed that? Yeah, that open hand shot. That open hand shot. See, look, man. Come on. I feel like Kid Cash, and I get it. He doesn't have any respect for Jesse Sorensen. He thinks he's a boy, a punk, a kid. And that's why a veteran like Kid Cash, he's motivated. He feels like a young man, like a Jesse Sorensen, is in his way, but Jesse's got to fight.
And speaking of motivation, Jesse Sorensen fights back out of the corner, talked about the heart and courage of this young kid, but he's cut off by Cash. Sorensen explodes off the ropes with the knee.
Well, that's a good way for Jesse Sorensen to slow down that cocky swagger, that confidence that Kid Cash was displaying. But here comes Sorensen.
Beautiful drop kick, follow pin for 2.
Yeah, don't get frustrated now, kid. Keep that. You got to keep that offense going. What's this now? Jesse Sorensen's got a reversal right there by Cash.
Yeah, Cash gets physical and just turns it right around on Sorensen.
Looks like Kid Cash was going for a Russian leg sweep. Jesse countered. Oh my God, what a neck breaker.
Cash's midsection was exposed. Sorensen takes advantage and follows the neck breaker with a 2 count.
Again, this is for the #1 contendership for the X Division Championship. So there's a lot riding on the win here.
You have to be impressed with how Sorensen didn't lose his cool when Cash was getting in his face in the corner. And now Sorensen goes high risk off the top, right into a crossbody, rolls through, now goes back to the pin.
Well, that was close right there. That was a serious high crossbody off the top, so much momentum. Jesse ended up flying off of the chest of Kid Cash.
Maybe just a case of his adrenaline being so high that when he hit the crossbody, he just kept going.
I'm sure that's exactly what it was. There's nothing wrong with having an amped up adrenaline when you're in the middle of a pro wrestling match, especially when the #1 contendership for the X Division title is at stake.
Yeah, you're kicking off the No Surrender pay-per-view as well.
Kid Cash was able to slow down Jesse Sorensen for a moment there. There's no wasted motion in Kid Cash's offense. That's what I was trying to say earlier. He's a veteran. Every moment he has to do something small to stop a guy, keep a guy down, he does it.
Well, we've also seen this in the past from Cash, losing his temper in terms of dealing with the crowd here at the Impact Zone. Saw the reaction that Cash had for the fans in attendance at our No Surrender event. It goes right back to the series of strikes.
Well, brought those knees, and now he lowered his knee pad, did Kid Cash. An exposed knee, besides his tights being covering his knee, but
shoving match with referee Brian Hebner, who's not going to back down from Cash.
I thought he was going to drop Jesse on his head again, but he turned him a little bit in midair. How much power did Kid Cash display there, huh?
Just absolutely overpowered Sorensen, and now the confident Cash. Oh my God! Went springing off the top, moonsault back.
Yeah, I don't think that's pretty obvious. Kid Cash, wait a minute.
Rolls over on top and on the verge of victory. Maybe that momentary hesitation as Cash tried to recover from the landing.
Yeah, I don't think Kid Cash got all of that. That was pretty obvious, but he just grazed Sorensen, but it was enough to almost beat the man. Yeah, I'll tell you, those chops by Kid Cash are rugged, man.
Physical nature of this X Division opener, evident from the opening bell. Sorensen floats over, takes Cash up into the air. Oh! Wow! Sorensen gonna go for the pin, hooks the leg. He did it!
Your winner, Jesse Sorensen.
Very impressive. impressive victory for the new #1 contender for the X Division title. Jesse Sorensen pulls it off.
The young man from Texas in line for a future X Division title shot. Jesse Sorensen becomes #1 contender at No Surrender as we send it to JB.
I'm here backstage with the immortal Hulk Hogan and the World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle. Kurt, I understand that you did not find out about this World Heavyweight title defense just days ago. Your reaction?
My reaction? What is my reaction to finding out at the 11 o'clock hour? I don't know. Let me ask Hulk Hogan. Hulk, what's your reaction? I mean, weren't you supposed to protect me? That's why I joined Immortal? I mean, isn't this your responsibility? You tell me, what am I supposed to do? I wasn't ready for Anderson and Sting at the same time, so please, help me out here.
Apparently, you have forgotten who the hell you are. You know, I don't need a problem. I didn't bring you into Immortal to be a problem, to bond with Immortal. I brought you in to be the heartbeat, the lifeline. Okay, the business moves fast. There's nothing we can do about that. You can't rest on your laurels all the time. And right now, we're on the same path together, Kurt. I looked at you as this being food, as this being fuel, as you just eating this situation alive. I mean, I had to look at it a positive way. It came at me just as fast as you. Now, what the hell do you want me to do about it? I suggest you get ready, brother. Don't look at me like I'm the bad guy here.
So later on tonight for the World Heavyweight Championship. Coming up next, it's our Bound for Glory Series matchup. It's going to be the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm versus Bully Ray. The only way Storm can win this is if he gets a submission maneuver on Bully Ray and is successful in victory. Let's see what happens. It's now at No Surrender.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is a Bound for Glory Series match. Introducing first from Hell's Kitchen, New York, Bully Ray!
For months, we have been talking about the incredible transformation of Bully Ray from tag team wrestler to singles competitor, and now he's in the Bound for Glory Series.
Oh, hey, listen, Bully Ray is he's right in the front runner right here, man. You're going to see in a moment for possibly winning this whole Bound for Glory Series.
And as we prepare for the final two matches in the Bound for Glory Series, the graphic shows you the point system that we have used for the past 4 months. And here is the up-to-the-minute leaderboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look at that.
Reflects Bully Ray with a 9-point edge on his opponent, James Storm, which we will reflect on after Storm's entrance.
And his opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, Cowboy James Storm.
Let's talk math when it comes to the Bound for Glory Series. Seconds ago, we saw the up-to-the-minute leaderboard, and we know that Bully Ray can clinch the Bound for Glory Series with either a pinfall or a submission win. But when it comes to James Storm, to clarify what JB mentioned just moments ago, James Storm must win by submission in this match in order to advance and move on to the Bound for Glory Series.
Exactamundo, which really puts that man right there, James Storm, man, really puts him behind the 8 ball. But I'll tell you, my man is a fighter. There's no love between these two fellas.
Plain and simple. What it boils down to is whoever has the most points after tonight's 2 Bound for Glory Series matches, that person will earn the world title shot next month, Philadelphia, at Bound for Glory.
And if you are James Storm, you gotta find, you gotta find a submission. You gotta find yourself a submission and hook it on Big Bully Ray and try and get him to tap or say uncle or something or break a limb.
Yeah, but in terms of knowing that he needed a submission win, realistically, Storm didn't find out until just recently. I mean, and quite honestly, been watching many of James Storm's matches and called every one of them for the past 9+ years, and tell you, James Storm is not a submission specialist.
Yeah, well, see, that's where I must correct you, my friend. He's definitely not a submission specialist. I agree with that. So you're not wrong on that, but you are wrong on this. You are wrong on the fact that word on the street, people I talk to, James Storm over the past couple of days has been in touch with some people who have been helping him with some submission. Yes. Why wouldn't he be? This is a massive, massive opportunity. I can't mention names, but I'm telling you right now, I have it on good authority because I said I can. I have it on good authority. I'm not a stooge. That's the other reason. But I have it on good authority that that Storm has been training, and he's, he found it on Thursday, as more or less you alluded to. That he got, because of the point situation. Bully Ray now turn his back to Storm. With a punch in the back of the head, real quick.
My head's through the ropes. You get hit back. You do your job. I'm punching you.
The intimidation tactics of Bully Ray on display in the face of our referee Jackson James. And let's talk about the Holy Grail. Let's talk about the World Heavyweight Championship, because one of the 4 men in this Bound for Glory series is going to be in that title match next month at Bound for Glory. And Taz, World Heavyweight title, it's a career changer. You experienced that firsthand.
I was definitely fortunate enough to experience that several times and become world champion. And it's what you're in this industry for, in my opinion. I mean, if you're not here to be the world champion or anywhere else, then what the hell are you doing? You want to be the best. And when you're the world heavyweight champion, you're on top of that mountain. And that's what it's all about. When you have the Holy Grail, because that's what it is, the world title. That's the end-all, be-all. Bully Ray's aware of that. Storm's aware of that. Gunner's aware of that. Roode's aware of that. Who is going to go into Bound for Glory with that opportunity?
And if you think about it, when it comes to the fore, as Bully Ray was doing everything to slow this situation down, and Storm's finally had it, you can't quite blame him.
I don't think just Storm has had it. I think everybody in the audience has had it. I've had it. And I think our viewing audience has had it.
That makes it unanimous.
Get in the ring and fight. And rumor has it the director's had it too. But, but get in there, Bully. Let's go.
Oh, it's a variation on a name change.
Well, I have it on good authority. Bully Ray's not a fan of cats. And I don't mean to play. Oh, look, James Storm. He looks ripped. He looks like he's in great shape. You can see right there. I mean, he really looks like to be in real good condition. And Bully Ray, again, doing his games here. Bully Ray, whoa! There's the trap, the opening that Bully Ray was looking for. Pretty obvious. Bully Ray has lost a ton of weight and has been training real hard. I know that for a fact.
Oh, no question. Best shape of his entire career. Not even close, right?
Totally agree with you. Definitely. I mean, I knew Bully Ray back in the day when he weighed as much as a small foreign car. So, you know, I agree.
So Bully Ray's tactics right after the opening bell. I think it's all about catching Storm off guard, obviously, but also dictating the pace of this match. He wants to be in control.
Completely agree with you, Mike, and that is exactly what it seems like Bully Ray is trying to do, and that's very good strategy. I'm sure he just played games with him to upset and anger and frustrate Storm, and he picked his spot from behind. He drilled Storm, and now looks like he's working on the kidney area.
Maybe give Storm a chance to, really show us some of his new submission training to this point, Taz.
Well, the match just really got underway. I mean, what do you want the guy to start hitting submission holds out of nowhere? Nice deep arm drag right there. Look at this. Storm. Oh, there you go.
Didn't take long, did it? Drop down, arm breaker. Gonna try and snap and pop the elbow.
He's got himself a Juji Katami. That's what that is. And his legs are a little bit high right now, but he's got it in pretty good.
And Bully Ray fighting for his life to get a rope break, and does.
So you want your legs, your calves across the guy's throat. He was a little bit far away, was Storm, but he had it in pretty tight, man.
At the same time, when it comes to the defense of that move, I was almost surprised the way Bully Ray, and I know he was going to try and use the weight advantage and his power edge to get to the ropes for the break. But a lot of times on that cross arm breaker, your best defense is to reach over and try and close the gap.
You want to clasp your own hands and make a circle with your arms. And that's what that's what you want to try to do in a perfect world. But the thing with that cross arm breaker, or Juji Katami for those MMA enthusiasts, it doesn't have to be on long to do damage. you can definitely, you know, pull a guy's bicep apart that way very easily with that hold.
It's Taz educating the masses as Bully Ray back in and still favoring the elbow.
Yeah, and that's just a target right now. If you are Storm, he's a veteran. He sees that Bully Ray is favoring that left bicep. Probably some of his tricep is affected also by the hold.
And you can also sense some frustration on the part of Storm, just judging by his body language.
You can see right now, James Storm, he's in the zone, man. His focus is going right back to that arm. Worked on that left arm a little bit. Got himself an arm bar. Look at this. That's a hell of a submission, too.
Just the way he steps over now and applies the weight.
Got a good grip on it. Oh, look at this roll up. Nice.
Bully Ray tries to counter and turn it around, but then Storm now, again, with the submission on the arm breaker. And check out the ring positioning here. Couldn't be better.
Flat in the middle of the ring. Just got to keep your legs down a little bit more, Storm, and that, I tell you what, you might get Bully to tap. And watch the pin here. Wow, he's really tenacious, is Storm, with this submission.
Good try by Bully Ray to stack Storm up and try and get the pin while he was in the midst of that arm breaker.
You see, just like we saw earlier, Bully Ray running, but James Storm in hot pursuit.
Action spills out to the arena floor. The right hands from Storm connect, and then
well, you got, like I said, tippy top of this match, and James Storm is behind the 8 ball. If he goes for a pinfall and beats Bully Ray via pin, it means nothing. Bully Ray would advance, and Storm wouldn't. So he needs to get the submission, so he's kind of handcuffed.
Well, it looked like a smart move by Storm. Try and get back in, avoid the count out from the referee. But Bully Ray flipped him from the floor, caught him as he was headed back in. And
a little swig of Storm's beer.
Mid-match refreshment.
Well, he looks like Bully Ray's favoring that arm. He had that arm, kind of his left arm clinched to his side a little. He's hurting. Oh, well, we gotta be careful here.
Yeah, especially in terms of a disqualification. As the referee takes the chair away from Bully Ray. But then the beer sprayed right into the eyes of Storm and momentarily blinded the Cowboy.
Referee Jackson James, he never saw what happened. He was getting rid of the weapon that Bully Ray had brought in the ring, and Bully Ray exploiting that opening. Oh, man, look at that, those headbutts right to the sternum. Size of Bully Ray's head is massive. It's like the size of a stop sign. And those chops are brutal. I've been on the other end of those chops. You feel like a little quiver in your legs. And I don't mean something when you see like a pretty girl, you know, like a really bad quiver. You know what I mean? Not a good quiver. No, not that type of quiver. See, like that there? That's not good. That hurts. Trust me.
Now I'm gonna beat you with the bubble bomb, bitch!
Subtle. Now you can see what Bully Ray has in mind. He's looking for a bubble bomb. He just called out for it.
Measures, sizing up Storm. First step, yeah, it's the full Nelson. Maybe he shouldn't have.
Nice flipper.
Storm, exactly what he was going to do. Submission again with the arm breaker.
I told you, man, he's been working with some peaks. And Storm, man, he's got it locked in.
Oh, he's got it cinched tight. And Bully Ray squirming and trying to get to the ropes, and reaches out with his leg and just barely touching.
Really, just gonna tear Bully Ray's bicep. James Storm showing a lot of viciousness.
Whoop. A quick double leg by Storm.
Whoa, look at this. Wow. He's going for it. Himself a scorpion. Look at this.
Submission here by Storm. He had more than just the arm breaker in his repertoire, his arsenal.
Making the Stinger proud. Oh, yeah! Oh, my God.
Bully Ray dragged back to the middle. Storm sits down on it.
And I'm going to tell you what, right now, Bully Ray's going to tap. He's in trouble. He's got those big, thick legs, and the bigger your legs are, the more that submission will hurt. There's a lot of meat there, I'm telling you. Wow. That showed a lot of heart by Bully. He squirmed to that bottom rope. I don't blame him. That's the only way out of that thing at that point.
start to sense the frustration on the part of Storm here after all of the study of the submissions, all the submission attempts.
I don't know, buddy. He's looking pretty good. Storm's looking pretty good to me.
Oh! Snap that time. Right into
Fujiwara. Fujiwara armbar.
Gonna sit back on it here.
You want to talk about Storm's submission abilities again or what? He's got that thing in perfect. Good leverage. He's got his weight back. Oh, look at this counter.
Roll up here, no. Of course, that move right there comes from the Beer Money tag team partner, Bobby Roode. That Fujiwara armbar.
Yes, sir. We've seen Roode use that many a times. Tore apart Ric Flair's shoulder for sure with that thing. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Taken out to the apron to Storm. But he answers with a kick right to the back of the head of Bully Ray. Storm with the liquid courage and right back in. And who's displayed in the eyes of Bully Ray, but he moves out of the way and right into the face of the referee, Jackson James.
Yeah, ref got blinded. Look back into the the Juji Gatami. And Bully's tapping.
James Storm, submission,
got it. Bully Ray tapped out, that's it.
James Storm, you said that he was going to be able to come up with
the
submission.
winner by disqualification, Bully Ray.
What the hell? I mean, Storm, he just... That sucks for him. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. I mean, it was accidental by Storm. I mean, he didn't mean to spit the beer in referee Jackson James' face. And I understand the ref taking a stance on that. I respect that. But God, there was a lot riding on this thing here.
Bully Ray gets the disqualification victory.
Congratulations on securing first place in the Bound for Glory series.
Shut up, stupid! Get out of my face, bitch! Hey! Do you believe me now? I'm Bully Ray! I'm Bully Ray! I'm Bully Ray! I'm from Hell's Kitchen, and I am the next World Heavyweight Mother-Frickin' Champion!
Bully Ray, the disqualification win at No Surrender in the Bound for Glory series. As we take a look at the updated leaderboard, 3 points for that win puts him at 52. Bobby Roode and Gunner still to come later tonight. Now 10 points behind, both sitting with 42 points. Up next, the Knockouts fight for the title.
Waited a long time to meet you. My name is Winter. I'm a great admirer of yours. When two people have a bond, it is the universe that brings them together. Do you believe in fate? You'll never have to be alone again. I won't leave you. Everything is happening exactly as meant to. I think it's time that you and I really started to get to know each other. You're perfect. Now that we're together, we will never have to lose again. I guarantee that. We will never lose. Things are going to just fall into place. I love you, Angelina. I will always be there for you. I'm so thrilled that I know that you will be there to have my back. It's Winter's world. And in Winter's world, blood is true. I suppose Mickie James thinks that this is my life, but this one is the most precious to me.
The knockout blow. Challenger covers and she wins the title. Mickie does it again on a night when Karen Jarrett is named Knockout Vice President.
Congratulations on regaining the Knockouts Championship. Yeah, I just granted Winter a rematch against you in 3 days at No Surrender.
If Mickie James tries to take this away from me, I will suck the lifeblood out of her, and you and I will feast on her rotting bones. That's a promise.
Winter challenges Hardcore Country Mickie James for the Knockouts Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, up next at No Surrender, the first of 4 championship matches this evening. Knockouts title at stake. Let's preview this first title match of the night. It was last month at Hardcore Justice when Winter blinded Mickie James, spraying that blood in her eyes as Winter became knockout champion for the very first time. Just saw the video package recently on Impact. Mickie James avenged that defeat, defeating Winter, and in the process, regaining the title. And while Mickie James insists she's not concerned with Winter's so-called voodoo magic, she's got to stay focused on the challenger, not fall prey to the distractions of Angelina Love. Next up, we present the rematch for the Knockout Championship.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Knockouts Championship. Introducing first, accompanied by Angelina Love, Winter.
Mike, we've seen the relationship between these two. It's kind of a little disturbing, a little odd. In my opinion, it's kind of hot, but that's just me.
It can be bizarre, strange, and hot at the same time, can it?
Whatever floats your boat.
Winter gets the title rematch because of the new knockout vice president, Karen Jarrett. See Karen today? Whether she's here in person in Orlando, Florida, maybe watching from the Jarrett Mansion in Hendersonville,
I saw
Tennessee.
Karen.
Wherever she's at, we know Karen Jarrett, the knockout vice president, is going to be a very interested observer in this match.
Hardcore Country!
And her opponent from Richmond, Virginia, the knockout champion, Mickie James!
A little hardcore Wonder Woman country type of deal. I'm digging it. I was always a big fan of Wonder Woman as a kid, you know.
And still are today, right?
Absolutely.
That hasn't changed.
Yeah.
From the time that Mickie James arrived in this organization, she felt like she deserved to be the knockout champion. And we see Winter right at her even before the opening bell. Mickie going to try and turn it around right from the start. And comes flying out of the corner with the drop kick.
Yeah, no warming up in the bullpen here. I mean, Winter wanted to kind of take advantage of Mickie from behind, but not going to have it. Was the knockout champ. Look at Angelina getting lit up right now by Mickie.
But from behind, here comes Winter, and we touched on that in the preview. Taylor to take bullet points about in terms of focus for Mickie James, but it's easy for us to say here at the broadcast table, isn't it? As she turns it around on Winter, puts her into the steel steps, and then the guardrail.
Well, the key, in my view, for Mickie is to get Winter in the ring as she's doing now, because that's the best way. Stay in the ring. That's the best way. I would assume that you could alleviate the problem of Angelina trying to get involved, because the referee would see it.
You get that separation from Angelina.
That's what I'm saying.
In the meantime, she's going to have to recover from this beating that Winter's putting on her.
Yeah, well, we've seen time in and time out how resilient Mickie James is. I mean, she's got hardcore country. That's not just a moniker. I mean, she believes that. She lives that. She's a tough lady. Tough girl is Mickie James. I mean, you can see the toughness coming out right now. Look at this. Now what? Excellent athleticism by Mickie James, and Winter don't know what to hit her. Whoop.
Angelina going to get involved again and gets both boots right in the face. But because of that distraction, here comes Winter from behind.
Yeah, she really caught that high kick right to the upper spine of Mickie James. Then Winter, and this Winter, she is a vicious girl.
Follows the suplex with a pin attempt.
You agree, Mike? I mean, the violence, the viciousness, you know, anytime someone gets into, they're kind of into spewing blood at you, that's
pretty much
it's a little weird. Yeah.
That would be the determining factor, I would think.
Saw a moment ago that grin, that devilish grin on the face, or she devilish grin, I should say, on Winter.
Boy, just when it looks like Mickey's going to get rolling. Gets cut off, running clothesline by Winter, and the look on the face tells you all you need to know.
Well, it's almost as if, I mean, Winter is inspired by Angelina just in her own presence. Like she wants to impress Angelina, you know? It's
all part of that weird relationship.
Yeah, it's just strange. Gotta try and delve in the middle of that a little bit more.
You wish. 3, 4. Knee to the back of the champion. And now from outside, the involvement again by Angelina Love and the referee, Earl Hebner, our senior official, trying to get in the face of Winter. Counter off, and Winter goes right back in for the cover.
Shoulder was up. Looked like the shoulder popped up right there of Mickie James. Yeah, she's crazy. I mean, this Winter, she's odd, man. You ever see her backstage? You ever try to talk to her?
No.
She always tries to talk to me. But when
how's that work out?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I kind of just avoid. I'm a little scared of her. It freaks me out a little bit.
Backbreaker by the challenger, and at the same time now just maintains the hold, stretching.
Oh my God!
The champ right across the leg.
Really good way to injure someone's back. I mean, Winter's been pinpointing the back of Mickie, and Mickie now bringing those knees.
Talk about pinpoint.
Yeah, right?
Knees to the head, breaks the backbreaker, but Winter back to the offense here. Going to take Mickie up into the air, elbows to the side of the head. Ooh, wow. Winds her up and drops her across the knee again. Pretty obvious to see from the offense here of the challenger Winter. She's focusing it on the back of Mickie James.
Perfect strategy. I mean, and if she continues this, Winter, I mean, she could end up becoming Knockouts champion again right here at No Surrender. I mean, this is an excellent strategy.
That's what it's all about for Winter, wanting to regain that title, becoming Knockout champ for a second time. You know, Angelina Love, she'll tell you, 5-time Knockout champion, not only looking on, but also interfering frequently at ringside tonight.
Well, they are friends. I mean, look at this jackknife cover. Look at this. Winter and Angelina, they are, you know,
they're tight.
Oh,
they're tight.
They're tight.
Ooh, Mickie drops straight down with the neck breaker.
That's the opening, maybe. If she could capitalize, if Mickie could start trying to get to a vertical base, but she's had so much of a beatdown put on her back by Winter.
It's almost a desperation move there by Mickie. Unleashes that neck breaker, and then
here comes Winter again. Look at this.
Gets up. Winter has recovered. They exchange shots in the mid-ring.
Those are some big, nasty forearms. And oh, look at Mickie James.
Series of strikes.
Wow.
And then springs off the ropes. Covered with clotheslines. Gonna follow up the elbow by elevating Winter face first.
Nice kipper. Great job right here. It looks like Mickie James might have shifted into another gear.
Champ heads to the corner. Angelina tries to get involved again, but instead Mickie catches Winter off guard with the kick and just able to get 2 before the rope contact is made for the break.
You want to utilize that rope as your friend to break the pin. That was smart. Good ring presence by Winter. Oh, nobody there. Look at that.
Mickie avoids the contact and gonna go single leg crab. Sits down, and at the same time, she's using her other leg to trap.
Yeah, she's trapping the other leg, Mike, exactly. A hell of a submission. It's almost like a Boston crab with both the legs back, but you're right. The single crab there.
And again, the ropes, the friend to Winter as Angelina Love slides in the championship belt to the challenger. Gonna go for the knockout shot.
Referee.
No such luck, and Hebner gonna tug of war the belt away from Winter. Mickie the roll-up, gonna bridge back. Did she get it? Nope, just 2.
Very close though. Mickie just missed it. That game plan by Angelina and Winter backfired, did not work. And now you can see, it seems like Winter's she's pissed now.
Series of shoulder blocks in the corner. Then the boots to the midsection. As we look over the shoulder of Angelina Love, Mickie tries to fight back out of the corner.
As we said earlier, that's tons of fight in the Knockouts champ. Look at this, Angelina.
Looked like Mickie was going to go for a tornado DDT out of the corner. Angelina pulls Winter to safety.
Angelina pulling the corner right out of the ring.
Oh, there's press off the apron from Mickie James.
Why not? Right in the mush.
And now in pursuit of Angelina, who is headed up the ramp into the back. Hebner putting in the count. And as Mickie slides back in, watch out, Angelina from outside. Oh!
Another backfire by Winter and Angelina. Is it?
Spray from Winter goes into the face of Angelina Love. But then Mickie turns around, and Winter caught her completely unaware.
Got
the blood right in the
it.
face. Hebner counts two. We have a new champion.
Your winner and new knockout champion, Winter.
Wow. Again to Mickie. But this time, title gone, man.
Winter checking on the condition of Angelina Love, who first got sprayed.
Well, what did she get sprayed with? What did she get? I don't know.
It looked like, just judging by the blonde hair of Angelina being red. The trainer's checking on the eyes of Mickie James, checking on her condition. New champion, new knockout title holders, Winter, as we send it to JB.
What a night here at No Surrender. I am with Gunner, set to do battle against Bobby Roode. We have a unique situation now with Bully Ray, the points leader. Now it appears as though, Gunner, both you or Bobby Roode have to win by submission to even tie Bully Ray for the points lead tonight. Are you prepared for that?
I know what to do tonight. Prepared? I've waited. I've sat and waited for this day, for this time. Bobby Roode, tonight, whatever I have to do, break your arm, your leg, your neck, I will go to Bound for Glory and main event.
Certainly, as it appears.
You're going to Bound for Glory and going to main event? Listen to me very carefully. I don't care what you have to do tonight. You don't quit. You don't submit. You don't give up. I don't care if he breaks your arm, pops your knee, cracks your ankle, snaps your neck. You don't give up. You got it, young boy? The last thing you want is to face me in the finals. Now get lost. Know something, JB? Bullying is my business. And business is frickin' good.
Tag team title match is up next. First title defense for the new champions. And we're going to break it down and preview this title match with the taglines. Recently on Impact Wrestling, when Mexican America, they parlayed the interference of the Jarretts into a win over Beer Money that ended the long title reign of James Storm and Bobby Roode. Anarquia Hernandez, they had their backs against the wall. It was their final chance at the titles, but Mexican America, they delivered under pressure. And while the Pope and Devon prevailed over the British invasion to become the #1 ranked challengers, questions remain about the trust factor. Tonight at No Surrender, top contenders, they've got to be on the same page.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the team of Devon and the Pope, D'Angelo De Niro.
Here come the challengers, #1 contenders for the World Tag Team titles. Pope, Devon, and Taz as they make their way to the ring tonight at No Surrender. Let's go back. Let's see what happened when they faced the Brits recently on Impact Wrestling.
Oh yeah, I was definitely impressed. I mean, Devon and the Pope, they became the #1 contenders by defeating the British Invasion this past Thursday night on Impact Wrestling, and wasn't easy, but they got it done. And here we are tonight, Pope and Devon getting the golden opportunity.
And their opponents, the World Tag Team Champions, accompanied by Rosita and Sarita, the team of Anarquia and Hernandez, Mexican America!
It's a power group right there, baby.
For months, Mexican America, Hernandez, Anarquia, accompanied to the ring by Sarita and Rosita. They demanded a shot at the tag team titles. Finally, they received it, and they cashed in. They became World Tag Team Champs. First defense tonight here at No Surrender.
I'll tell you, I gotta say, man, I like the challenge's chances. You have someone like Devon in your corner, if you're the Pope. If there's anything about tag team wrestling Devon doesn't know, I want to know what that is. Because he knows what he's doing in regards to being a world tag team champion, does Devon.
Something like 23 occasions.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you look across the ring, the defending champions, I think a lot of people might say Big Supermex Hernandez, tag team specialist as well. For multiple reigns with the different tag team partners that he has had in the World Tag Team Championship belts. Got to admit, not near the 23-time World Tag Team champs like Devon.
Well, definitely Mexican America, the tag team champions. And up here, that man right there and his homie, Supermex, they definitely bring the swag, man. They walk around there the cock of the walk, and I think that's a big part of their success. They believe it. They live it. It's not a game, you know what I mean? They feel us.
I mean, Taz, tell us, you have to believe it, don't you?
You better believe it, because if you're gonna go out there and try to be something you're not gonna succeed. And I think that's a big plus for Mexican America and Pope and Devon. So, again, a great opportunity for Devon and the Pope, so let's see how this thing unfolds.
We talked about Devon and Supermex Hernandez being the tag specialists. They would also be the two power individuals for their team, and there we see Devon go to the power game just seconds after the opening bell with the shoulder block, and now going to work on the arms of Anarquia and turn things over to the Pope.
And that's the thing about tag team wrestling. You got to have the right timing. You got to know when to tag out to your partner. And sometimes it's quicker rather than, that's a great job right there by Pope. As I was just saying, sometimes it's more towards the quicker side as opposed to waiting too long. Fresh man in, fresh man in, fresh man in. That's the deal.
At the same time, try and execute much of that offense in your own corner, your own side of the ring, and cut things off to try and avoid the opposition getting the tag into the first man.
Like that, exactly. To your point right there. I mean, Anarquia realized he was getting worn down a little bit, so he got Supermex in, which Supermex not doing too good right about now, but let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. A little taste of his own medicine right there.
Good point. Devon leaves his feet, drops Hernandez with the clothesline, brings Hernandez over to the Pope, who's now legal, and drops the elbow from the middle rope.
Supermex is such a big, strong, powerful man. You got the handle of Supermex. You know, you better live up to that. It's not easy. Uh-oh.
Well, the challengers went double team. Well, and you saw that the Pope tried to take Hernandez, but took him down that time, dropped toe hold. Devon follows, diving headbutt right into a pin.
Let's be honest here. I mean, Pope and Devon as a tag team, they've had success in a short time, but they really, to be frank with you, in my opinion, I mean, you could see that happen more where they don't have a ton of experience as a cohesive unit together.
It's a great point.
Of course, every once in a while I have
when it comes to the opposition, we've seen Hernandez and Arquilla working exclusively as a team here for months. And we know they're on the same page as the defending champions. In terms of the challengers, we had some questions before the match, but boy, to this point, they've been right there together, haven't they?
Sure have. I mean, oh my God. Whoa. Rosita there, she's
pops up on the apron right in the face of the referee. Meanwhile, Pope goes for the cover on Anarquilla.
Yeah, Pope, don't get distracted. You got to try your best not to. Hey, listen, let's be honest. Rosita's very easy on the eyes. We know that. And he's feisty too. Oh! Wait a minute. Whoa! Well, that wasn't. Oh my God! Guys.
Oh! Just hanging her off the apron, holding on to her hair. You see anything like that?
No, never.
Poke back to the offense on Anarquilla. High hip toss out of the corner. Tag in. Devon's legal. Pope gonna wear Anarquilla down with that slam. Little move out of the 3D playbook. But instead, Pope takes care of Hernandez. Involvement from outside. I think that's Sarita getting involved in the match.
I could tell it was Sarita from behind. But yeah, definitely. No. Anarquilla.
You don't miss much, do you?
No, sir.
You are Mr. ID.
Now look at Devon here. He's in a bad way. Oh my God, watch out!
Leapfrogs his own partner and drops down with all of his weight. On to Devon, then takes Pope off the apron, but Pope comes right back in.
Referee Jackson James trying to get Pope out of the ring.
Tag is in, Anarquilla legal.
Yeah, Devon exposed ribs right there. Got blasted by Anarquilla. Well, we had Anarquilla join us this past Thursday night on commentary as a guest.
Watch this, on top 4, 2 only.
I asked him a couple times how he felt, or once they won, I should say, Pope and Devon, how he felt about facing them. He seemed very confident for him and Hernandez that they were not going to have a problem with Pope and Devon, but right now they're in the driver's seat Mexican America, but earlier, man, I gotta tell you, Pope and Devon look good.
Yeah, it was a different story earlier, but now Mexican America takes control, and wow, Hernandez tosses Anarquilla right in to Devon.
Look at this.
Sarita runs right up the back.
It's a family affair.
Hernandez and drop kicks Devon in the corner.
Whoa.
Hernandez going to try and steal the win, and
that's what Mexican America is all about. La Familia, and we saw a little bit of that by Sarita getting involved.
Certainly no questioning the unity of the defending champions, like we did the challengers earlier, as Hernandez going to try and slow things down, going to try and go to the bear hug, take the air away from Devon.
That's a big, strong guy, as we said earlier, is Hernandez, so a fundamental move like a bear hug can wear you down by a guy like Hernandez.
Wow. Big time shoulder block. And to take Devon down like that,
told you got a little swag, right? A little swag. Got no confidence problem. Wasting a lot of time here.
Waiting for Devon to get back up to his feet. Got him in his sights. Here he comes, head of steam. And caught right in mid-move by the Devon spear.
Well, now Devon's got to try and find it in him to get over there and get the pressure man in, which will be the Pope.
Got it done. The Pope explodes. Comes off the apron, hits the ring. Series of running clotheslines, takes down Anarchia, who puts on the brakes, shoots him off the ropes. Big shot. Oh, there's the drop kick for Supermix.
Well placed right there by the Pope. The Pope here, man.
Yep, inverted atomic drop. Big shoulder block off the ropes. Challengers have the support of the crowd here at No Surrender. Slides right across the head and back of Anarchia, does the Pope.
To the Pope now.
High risk,
He
perched
can
up
fly.
on top.
He can fly.
Anarchia turns around into a cross body. Here's two. Double sledge by Hernandez stops the pin.
Yeah, Hernandez doing the right thing there. He knows that his tag team titles would have been gone if his partner would have got beat.
Corner clothesline by the Pope Rock Supermex, but comes right back at him and got caught with the boot. Meanwhile, Anarchia backdrop suplex.
Watch Hernandez.
The Pope.
Watch Hernandez.
Big man flies off the top. Not gonna go for the pin, says no.
Air Mexico right there. Jumbo jet.
Something in mind. Turns to Anarchia. Looks like a double team, but Devon comes in to break it up.
Oh, man. What a haymaker by Devon right in the mush of Hernandez.
Opposite sides of the ring. Devon and Hernandez. Pope and Anarchia. And Mexican America meets in the middle. Here come the challengers. Duck of the clothesline. Wow. Double team shoulder block.
So much of my theory of cohesiveness. That was awesome timing on that double. Oh, wait a minute.
Sarita in. Keep your eyes on Rosita, perched up on top as well.
I'll watch Rosita. All right, come on, Pope. Put it down now.
The old double team spanking, Taz.
I've had that done, just not with bright lights on like this, but right now the Pope. The Pope, oh!
Rocks Anarchia. Hernandez in. Oh, and he got clocked by Devon.
Out of nowhere, blindsided by Devon. Whoa, 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 easy.
Suplex attempt in. You see Sarita hooking the leg of the Pope. Anarchia falls on top. And the champs retain.
Your winners, Mexican America.
Oh, by any means necessary, right? I mean, look, highway robbery at its blatant best by Mexican America. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. La Familia. They do it together. You got to give Sarita a big assist there.
New World Tag Team Champions. Hernandez, Anarchia, Mexican America with a successful title defense as we send it to JB with Mr. Anderson.
Coming up later tonight, it's your No Surrender main event. The Icon Sting versus Mr. Anderson versus Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight Championship in a three-way matchup. And Mr. Anderson, the last several weeks, we've seen you come to the aid of the Icon Sting. And if it comes down to it, will we see some teamwork tonight between the two of you to eliminate Kurt Angle? And if you're successful, what will that mean if it comes down to you and the Icon tonight?
Teamwork. So, Stinger and I are buddies, right? We're pals. We go way back. Look, the bottom line is that we don't necessarily like each other. I don't like him, and I for certain know that he doesn't like me. I don't care. But we have a common bond, and that common bond is that we hate immoral. That's it. From that big fat tub of lard, Bubba Ray, to that gray-haired little weasel, Eric Bischoff. So, if we have to team up to take Kurt Angle out, so be it. However, then, as you pointed out, it comes down to, good old Stinger and I. So what do? Do we face off and, what's that old adage, adage? Is it, what is it, adage or adage?
Adage.
Adage?
Adage.
I knew that. That the better man wins and then rides off into the sunset. You see that sunset over there?
Yeah.
No, you don't. There's no frickin' sunset. We're indoors. Or there's a new adage that the asshole does what he wants and then gets his way.
I said I would hurt people. I said I would take heads, and that's what I did.
Oh, but what the hell, Samoa Joe?
If I can't win this tournament, I take everybody down. I collect knees, I collect scalps, I collect arms, and I will not stop until the Bound for Glory series is no more. I may not have broken your streak, but I just broke your leg.
Joe, for weeks, we've all had to sit here and watch you put half of our roster on the injured reserve list. Coming out here and cheap shotting the blueprint? That's suicidal, son. So, Joe, bring your fat, dumpy ass out right here, right now.
Another low blow.
Not done. He's not done.
The violent, the evil actions of Samoa Joe. Oh, they've left their mark on the blueprint, Matt Morgan.
The Samoan submission machine faces the blueprint, Matt Morgan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Isle of Samoa, the Samoa submission machine, Samoa Joe.
You know, when it got to that point where Samoa Joe was on the verge of being mathematically eliminated from the Bound for Glory series, he decided to go into business for himself. We've heard him say it. If I can't win the Bound for Glory series, I'm going to be taking everybody down.
I personally love that attitude. Hey, you know what? I can't do it. I'll be the spoiler. I personally have no problem with that, but then again, me and Joe are friends.
And his opponent from Fairfield, Connecticut, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Well, you don't have a problem with that kind of an attitude. You never brought that up to Matt Morgan, the Blueprint, when he was our Bound for Glory series analyst.
I didn't want to be disrespectful to our guest. He was our analyst guest. I guess because I couldn't analyze, so we had to have him analyze. So I guess that's what happened.
Waffling.
No, not waffling. No.
Oh, it's a definition.
Guy's almost a giant. We're not going to argue with a giant. He's not that tall. I don't think we're not. He's only like 6 foot. He's like 6'7", 6'9". I'm like 6 foot.
One of the latest victims of the Samoa Joe Bound for Glory series attacks was Crimson. You're the one that reported on Crimson suffering that hairline fracture of his ankle. In terms of the leaderboard, he ended up near the top, right at the top, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, hey, many athletes here on the Impact Wrestling roster are not happy with Samoa Joe. And, you know, Matt Morgan, he's back. He had a pec tear, and he's back now. It seems like he's in pretty good condition. Obviously, he's in great shape. So he kind of seemed like he was standing up for the locker room, it seemed like.
I think it's going to be interesting as well, Taz, to see if he has recovered 100% from that torn pec.
Joe's tested it.
Yeah, we're going to find out here in a hurry with those vicious chops in the corner by the Samoan submission machine. Quickly turned around. Morgan going to answer with some stiff, lethal chops and punches and elbows.
And you want me to argue with this guy? What are you, nuts?
Yeah, you're right.
Rapid fire. Elbow shots. More like a part of his rear deltoid hit me in the face.
Those are tough to defend against in the corner, aren't they?
Yeah, Joe blocked him over with his jaw. Oh, didn't block that.
Full speed ahead, running knee, catches Joe. You can see right in the face. Flush.
I'll tell you, television doesn't do pure justice to the pure size of Matt Morgan. He's massive. You can't explain it. He's massive.
Oof. Big momentum from the ropes. Catches Joe from behind. And Matt Morgan has turned this matchup totally in his favor.
Yeah, he did it in quick fashion, did Matt Morgan too. I mean, Joe had a lot of momentum going, but Matt shut him down. Wow, look at that height. That height right there by the extremely athletic, but yet giant-like man named Matt Morgan, the Blueprint.
And then when you hit somebody with that leg drop and you're 300 pounds, you can see the effect that it has. And now he rushes Joe back first, sends him into the side of the ring. Well, not much give there, is there?
Oh, no, sir. No, that's the hardest part right there, the corner beat of the ring. Look at how
long his legs are. Break the count like that?
Never. He just threw his leg under the rope. It's broken now. Well, yo, listen, Matt Morgan, when he did join us as a color analyst on many of the Bound for Glory series matches, he took great offense. I mean, he was like insulted that Samoa Joe would interfere and try and put guys on the injured reserve list.
Watch out, watch out!
Wow. That's a big dude flying at you, man.
Elbow suicide, the running suicide dive with the forearm and the elbow from Samoa Joe. Can we take another look at this impactful move?
Look at the quickness, look at that. Flying through the air, big forearm by one big, large, thick Samoan, man. That was impressive, and it dropped Matt Morgan like a bad habit.
You talked about how Morgan was so upset with the actions of Samoa Joe. I think it was because Matt Morgan felt that that Bound for Glory series was really tailor-made for him. It was his for the taking. What he liked so much, wins and losses mattered so much, and he wanted to prove himself without the politics.
Wow. Listen, it wasn't about that. The guy got hurt. Matt Morgan got hurt. I understand it was tailor-made for him. No, it's tailor-made for the guys that made it towards the Final Four, which is now wrapping down to Final Three. That's what I think. But right now, Matt Morgan, he's trying to get momentum going here on Joe.
Big man perched up on top. Here he comes across body, the 300-pounder. The 7-footer gets two and only two.
Even Morgan can't believe that he didn't get the win there. That was close. Matt really nailed. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. This massive Matt Morgan at the top. Look at that cross body. I don't know how Joe kicked out of that.
Back live, and it looked like he was setting up for the carbon footprint, which Joe avoids by dropping out to the floor, but you can't avoid Morgan. Pulling him up, and then a quick rake of the eyes or a poke in the eyes by Joe, and then trying to pull down and try and re-injure that torn pec.
That running knee right in the face. But again, you see Morgan grabbing at his, I think he was grabbing at his arm, but when you have a pectoral injury, it shoots up in your armpit, down your bicep, towards the back of your tricep sometimes. So, you know, I might be speaking over some people's heads that have never been in a gym. Well, most of you may be driven by a gym. Well, know a guy named Jim.
Joe now stalking the Blueprint. Has Morgan draped over the ropes, using his weight now right across the back of the head of Morgan, whose throat windpipe is against that cable.
You can see the face of Samoa Joe, the disdain, the hatred that he has towards Matt Morgan. I bet he wanted to hurt him.
All relating to the Bound for Glory series, in which Samoa Joe just out to eliminate it, ensure that nobody wins it, in his opinion, as Morgan tries to fight back from a knee. Series race to the midsection of Joe. Back up to the vertical base is the Blueprint. Here he comes off the ropes. Joe just stopped him in mid-move. Wow.
That was sick.
Momentum stopper.
You're not kidding. He just took the wheels right off of Matt Morgan. That was nasty.
Cocky look. The sneer from Samoa Joe tells me that his confidence level at this point is about as high as he can get. Here he comes. Boom! Rocked him with the kick. Morgan.
Wow. Did you hear that, Mike?
Down. I heard it. It reverberated throughout the arena. The cover by Joe. The right hook. No.
Or maybe Morgan might be regretting that he got in Joe's business. What do you think? Oh,
maybe from the physical standpoint, the beating he's received, he may be having second thoughts, but he believes so much in this Bound for Glory series that he wanted to prove something to Samoa Joe, and that's what the Blueprint wants to do tonight.
Well, Matt Morgan, no stop, no quitting. Look at that, nice. That's an Ippon Sayanagi. That's a single arm shoulder throw. Beautifully done. That's not an arm drag.
He's trying to pop the shoulder right out of the socket is what he's trying to do. Goes for the pin and instead go hammerlock style with the submission hold.
A version of a Kimura right there. I mean, it's very well done and a nice key lock on it.
It's the reach through by Joe where he grips his own hand with his hand.
That's
exactly the key aspect of this submission. And well, what do you do if you're Morgan here?
Well, if you're Morgan, you got to try and roll inside if you can and keep that other arm tight to your body. Well, this is a good strategy too. With such long limbs like Morgan has, just grab the rope.
Before you can see how Morgan fights through the pain.
Yeah, I would have tried to grab that ankle right there, the right ankle of Joe, and rolled him. But you know what? Matt Morgan's probably in so much pain from his pec. Who knows if he's even healed? Because, you know, Morgan's such a proud guy. He's a competitor. He just loves to compete. It was driving him nuts that he was out with that injury, and now you're going there with someone like Joe. Let's say you are 100%. You're still, you know, you're fresh off the injury. So Joe's going to exploit it. As we speak right there, shot to the pec.
And in terms of that recovery, the longer this match goes, with Morgan coming back after not wrestling for several months, you know that's got to take its toll.
I think so. I mean, Matt Morgan knows, you know, he trains all the time, so he knows he's in great shape.
Yeah, but what about match shape?
Well, great shape, yeah. He's probably got a little ring rust on him. Hasn't seen much of it. We haven't seen much of it. And that right hand is...
What a kick by Joe to the head. Oh, what a spinning discus clothesline by Morgan is an answer.
These are two big men getting really physical out here.
Two men out to prove a point. And Morgan reels off the right hands. Quick drop, Joe. £300 squashes Joe in the corner, and as he comes out, goes for the side.
Here we go.
Straight down, both legs hooked for two.
See how big Morgan is? It took him 2 steps to get across the ring. I don't know if you realize that. 2 big giant steps. He's across the ring.
How about the size of Samoa Joe's legs? The upper thigh right there, you can see as Morgan with those long arms. Pretty difficult time trying to wrap it around both of Joe's legs.
Yeah, Joe's a very thick man. Look at this. He just thumbed the eye of Morgan.
Joe stops, maintains the grip, goes belly to belly into a pin and off the suplex. It's just 2 again. Look on the face of Samoa Joe, almost at the point where, what more do I have to do here against Matt Morgan to put him away?
Well, there's no quitting Morgan. I mean, Joe's got to realize that. I don't know what Joe's got in mind. He might
potentially be going for that rear naked choke.
Well, that's definitely a big part of the narrative. He's trying to get it in there. A rear naked choke by Samoa Joe.
Kakina clutch is what Joe calls it. And
watch those legs.
In terms of getting that rear naked choke on the taller, the bigger man, Matt Morgan, I don't know that Joe really ever had it cinched in.
I don't think he did. Again, to your point, because of the height difference, but you got to try and get your legs around or sweep that leg that's up there, the left leg of Morgan.
And now able to drop back, and now this is right what Joe wants.
Yeah, now the height means nothing. Now Matt Morgan's height means nothing, and there's a good chance Morgan's going to tap here. One of the most lethal. Oh man!
Wow, now going to add the arm as well.
Get it. Got to tap here.
Right there. What's Morgan going to do?
Referee Earl Hebner, man, just call it. This is nasty.
How much pain can he take?
It'll choke him out.
Just a natural reaction, I think, of Morgan moving those big, long legs around and able to get the break.
Well, that cuts the blood off to your brain, a rear naked choke, and it affects the oxygen going to your brain, so you get lightheaded. That's how you get choked out. So he had it on for a while, did Joe? Uh-oh. Misdirection.
Escapes out of the corner, and that drops him. carbon footprint boot. 2, 3.
Your winner, Matt Morgan.
That was a hell of a physical match by these two men. I think Morgan just hit that misdirection carbon footprint out of nowhere. And he topped Joe and got the win quick. That was a physical match.
Victorious Blueprint, Matt Morgan gets the pinfall win over Samoa Joe as we go back. And there it is, great extension of the leg, the big boot, the carbon footprint, the ensuing 3 count.
Yeah, hit its mark right in the face, dropped Joe. The frustration building in Joe. Pain he must be in too.
Let's send it to JB.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has come down to the wire. The Bound for Glory Point series as a result of what we saw earlier tonight with James Storm's match with Bully Ray. Right now, Bobby Roode, it's you versus Gunner. The only way either one of you can even tie the points leader, Bully Ray, is by winning via submission in this next match. Are you prepared for that?
Prepared. I've been ready for this for the last 13 years of my life. I have given everything for this opportunity. It was Bully Ray and Gunner, just weeks before this series started, that nearly ripped my shoulder out of its socket and put me behind the 8 ball pretty quick. But I fought back and I scratched back, and here I am at no surrender of the final 4 guys. Tonight, Gunner, I know what you're all about. You've had a hell of a run here the last 12 months. But I've had a hell of a run here too the last 9 years. Gunner, this is my time. This is my dream. I will walk into Bound for Glory and challenge for that World Heavyweight title. I don't care what it takes. I will make you tap out, Gunner, and then I'm gonna walk out there and whip your fat ass, Bully Ray. Because I'm sick of your crap. Tonight, you will find out that it pays to be rude.
I was really hoping it was going to be me and you. Yeah. But hey, I got disqualified. But let me tell you something. You go out and you do what you do best. You wrestle because you're one of the best. You beat Gunner, and when you get to that fat piece of Bully Ray, you beat his ass. Not just for those people out there who will be chanting your name. Bobby! Bobby! You hear that? You hear those people? They're not doing it because they're your fans. They're doing it because they believe in you. I believe in you. You need to do this for those people, for me, for beer money. But most of all, bro, do it for yourself. You deserve this.
The following contest scheduled for 1 fall is a Bound for Glory series match. Introducing first from Atlanta, Georgia, Gunner!
Representing Immortal, it's Mr. Intensity himself, Gunner. Well, how about the difference of opinion between Immortal's Bully Ray and Gunner earlier tonight? Only what, a young boy?
Well, yeah, well, not only that, let's go back to this past Thursday.
True. I was going to get there. You're right, though.
Yeah, Gunner, I mean, stole the win, and he pinned Bully Ray, so I can't blame Bully for being a little pissed.
Here is the updated leaderboard in the Bound for Glory series. You can see Bully Ray, the #1 spot, the disqualification win earlier tonight with 52 points. Opponents in this matchup, Bobby Roode, Gunner, both with 42. 10 behind. Submission win is necessary.
And his opponent from Toronto, Canada, Bobby Roode.
All about opportunity. Bobby Roode, Gunner, trying to fight for a world title shot next month, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Bound for Glory pay-per-view event. Submission win necessary from Gunner or Bobby Roode to tie Bully Ray with 52 points. And Bully Ray laid it out for Gunner earlier. He said whether it's your arm, your knee, your ankle, or your neck, under no circumstances are you to tap out.
Well, I don't know if Gunner's going to take too well to that. It doesn't seem like it. This Gunner's a fighter, man. He just wants to go. He's got a great opportunity here, as does Roode.
It's one of those strange situations. Gunner, I think, wants to be his own man. At the same time, for the alignment of Gunner, in terms of where he's at with Immortal, I think it's really helped Gunner's career as well.
Oh, I completely agree. Let's get into this bad boy here. Bobby Roode with a good go-behind takedown on Gunner, and that was smart by Gunner not to go into too much too early. Backed off.
I think one would anticipate maybe a feeling out process here between these two, especially in terms of how important this match is and what's at stake.
Well, definitely an experience advantage goes to Bobby Roode. Did a drop step and then pulled out. Did Bobby Roode look like he was going for a single leg? That's when someone drops to a knee to go for a single leg for the drop step.
Beautiful series there by Roode. Ends with a hammerlock, but you see the counter and the reversal from Gunner. Roode has an answer for that. Drops down, floats over. Beautifully executed now.
Hey, nice and smooth float over Mike right there into that front headlock. And really good counter there by Gunner into that hammerlock. Headlock takedown. And
how about how quickly Roode stuffs him off to the side, head scissors. Gunner comes right at him. And I think he had a submission move in mind. And I think Gunner decided that he better get out of dodge.
Hey, listen. Who's done most damage to Ric Flair's arm with a submission hold?
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode. And Ric Flair's an Immortal, correct? And as is Gunner. So Gunner's definitely well aware of what Roode can do with that Fujiwara armbar.
It's quite a sight, wasn't it? Back at lockdown in the steel cage, when Roode applied that submission hold on Ric Flair and sideline Flair, as you've documented tonight.
And those are nasty round kicks by Bobby Roode. You can just see his agenda. Bobby Roode's agenda is the left arm of Gunner.
Got it wrapped now around the steel ring post, and at the same time, using all of his weight, pulling back, and then quickly rolls in to break the count.
That's the veteran mindset of a Bobby Roode. He's got Gunner right now on the ropes, man. He's got that. He was working on that arm pretty good, but Gunner able to stop that.
Just elevates Roode as he drops down against the side of the ring, right against the apron, and then the big elbow to the back of the head. Oh, sidestep that time.
The arm that Roode was working on too, right to the steel post.
Perfect timing on the part of Bobby Roode as these two continue to do battle out on the arena floor. And now Roode going to take it back inside the ring and follows up. Boot to the side of the head. Now stops and measures and catches him again. That time, more directed to that already injured shoulder and arm.
Well, you know, listen, Mike, you know Bobby Roode very well. You know his style, and he's just an excellent tactician. He doesn't make many mistakes in that ring. Right now, he's got a nice submission here on the left arm of Gunner.
Ooh! Wow, look at that DDT, oh my God! Put him right on his head.
Kept him on his head.
Gunner taking out all the stops right there to come up with that move.
Listen, man, that DDT might have been the opening. Well, definitely was the opening that Gunner needed, because Bobby Roode had some nasty intentions to keep focused on the left arm of Gunner.
Yeah, he's still favoring the left arm, but that doesn't stop Gunner from using the right side.
Or his two limbs, two legs, I should say. They're all limbs, right? Legs, arms, everything.
4 of them at least.
Yeah.
For those of you scoring at home, the elbow shot by Roode. Gunner and then at him again, but Gunner able to come out with contact out of the corner and then into the blatant choke.
Trying to choke out Bobby Roode using that rope. I mean, that's an illegal maneuver, but he utilized it for a the 5 count.
Yeah, why not milk that count, right?
Hey, no doubt. Look at this, watch this here.
Ooh. The drop down by Gunner and the catapult effect of the move with Roode's throat and neck going against that bottom steel cable as Gunner goes right back to try and maintain the control that he has. The spinning neck breaker is next, and you can see as he hits the move, still favoring.
Well, you never know. I mean, I've had shoulder injuries in the ring. You know, I've torn my bicep in the ring. They both hurt like hell. So you never know if he's got some kind of a partial tear on his labrum in his shoulder or his rotator cuff, meaning Gunner. So right now he's looking pretty intense here. But he kept going back, Gunner did, towards his shoulder and arm.
Neck vice style move applied by Gunner as Roode back up to that vertical base, but immediately stopped with the clubbing blow to the back of the head.
You impressed? I know all the medical body part terms. I'm impressed with that. A lot of injuries, son. A lot of injuries. Well, look at this. Head scissors on the head here. Where else would the head scissors be?
Well, you know all the body terms.
I'm saying. Bobby Roode's got to try and turn to his belly here to alleviate some of this pressure that Gunner's putting on his head.
And that's exactly what he's able to do, twisting his body so that he can get the rope break, extending the leg. But the damage has been done, actually, by both individuals. Gunner still favoring the left side. Roode able to stop that second attempt with the neck breaker.
There it is, he's going for that Fujiwara, man.
Can't quite get it locked in. Every time he goes to try and totally take the arm.
Turns it in.
Exactly, Gunner has the counter for it.
The Bobby Roode now. Oh, wow, look at that explosive short clothesline by Gunner. Again, just grasping at his left elbow now. That whole left wing, man, is just, imagine what's been done to it.
Down for Glory Series, second matchup of the night in the neck breaker. Drop down style by Gunner. Again, both of these individuals, they need 10 points in order to tie Bully Ray at 52. Both Gunner, Bobby Roode sit at 42 points. And that's why a pin win here in this match is not going to do you any good. Full Nelson.
Got the hands clasped on that full Nelson too, does Gunner. It's a very, very painful hold. Someone as powerful as Gunner, and he's been working on the neck region of Bobby Roode with those neck breakers and whatnot, and now a full Nelson. I love the strategy.
At the same time, you wonder if the weakened left side of Gunner may stop him from getting it really fully locked in here against Roode, but seems to be maintaining control and
keep his weight. Gunner's keeping all his weight.
That's exactly right there. That weight on the back of Roode, being able to take him down and put his face right in the canvas.
Yeah, that hold is, I'm telling you, it's a real old school hold, man, but it's so damn effective. When applied properly, and Gunner's got it on the right way.
There's a reason it's one of the basics of professional wrestling, because it works.
Yep. Trying to break it. Bobby Roode's trying to break it by ramming Gunner's back.
Not a bad strategy, is it? Just back him up into the corner. And, able to drop down that time, and Roode made contact with the turnbuckle, but in the process, full Nelson was broken. Gunner extends the right arm with the big overhand right, and Roode answers again.
He's got to be careful with Gunner with that. I was just going to say that. That left arm is exposed, and that's what Roode did with that. Oh, man. Now he's got that Fujiwara arm bar. Looks like he's got it in pretty good, Mike.
Will Gunner tap out? No, instead, Gunner able to quickly turn it around on Roode once again. But several times in this matchup, we've seen Roode go for that submission move.
Wow, how
so far hasn't been able to put Gunner away.
Whoa!
Double R spine buster. That took a lot out of Roode as well.
Yeah, I got a funny feeling Gunner took the brunt of it, though, my man. The impact there, Gunner just driven into the mat by Bobby Roode in that spine buster.
At the same time, just deep into the match. Kind of a power move by Roode. Got to sap his strength as well. Both men back up to their feet as Roode charges in. Gunner caught him with the elbow.
Nice switch, look at that. Perfect,
Oh, that time dropped down.
He's
And
got
now
it.
I think he's got the arm.
Gonna
Perfectly
break his arm. He's got
cinched
a tap. He's got a tap, Mike. He's gonna shatter this kid's arm.
Arm bar applied. Can Gunner make it to the ropes before he taps?
God, how much pain Gunner must be in. And look at Roode right there, hanging on.
Yeah, take it to 4, right, on the count.
Yes, nothing wrong with that. This is not ballet here. You know, there's a lot riding on this thing here. To advance to next month to Bound for Glory, man, to get an opportunity at the world title.
Leg strength of Gunner evident as Roode gets shot off into the corner.
Yeah, that wasn't in the chest. That was more towards that left arm again and shoulder.
Oh, wow. Running knee by Gunner. It's a great move for Gunner, especially in light of the damage that's been done to the arm. Use those knees.
Gunner, he's waiting. He's picking his spot here. Got a half Nelson. Oh. Couldn't get the full Nelson. Look at the power here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, what?
Submission hold applied again by Bobby Roode.
Oh my God, just tap out. Lift the fight
back on the arm, trying to pop that elbow.
Just live to fight another day, Gunner. Oh my God.
Submission win required by both of these men. Can Roode get it? No, he didn't get the rope break. Just an inch or so away. And Roode brings him back out. Now adds a crossface as well. And cranks back on the neck. Is he going to tap?
Your winner, Bobby Roode.
Never expected that coming out of nowhere with that crossface. Bobby Roode kept trying to sink in throughout the match. That Fujiwara started the damage on the arm of Gunner. Gunner showed a ton of heart, man. Like the guy or not, showed a ton of heart. At the end of the day, Bobby Roode gets the submission victory.
Pressure cooker situation for both of these individuals. Needed a submission win to pick up the 10 points to tie Bully Ray at 52. And in that pressure cooker, it's Bobby Roode who's victorious.
Hold on, let me congratulate Bobby Roode. You did a tremendous job out there. You showed heart, you showed tenacity, you personified everything that we wanted to see out of the Bound for Glory series. Give it up for Bobby Roode. Now here's the bad news, dumbass. I just heard you out there cutting an interview a little earlier. Well, you just wrote a check with your mouth that your asses are going to be able to cash. Tonight we are going to have a winner in the Bound for Glory series. And since I just checked, and it is now tied between you and my man, Immortals man, Bully Ray. It'll be you and Bully Ray here tonight, unadvertised, unpromoted. There is going to be a winner, and I wouldn't bet on you.
We're going to settle it tonight. You got to like that aspect, Taz.
Hey, I love it, EB. I love it. My man.
Bobby Roode, Bully Ray, Bound for Glory series. It's still to come tonight at No Surrender as JB stands by with Austin Aries.
Wow, what an announcement from Eric Bischoff. I'm standing by right now with the man who is about to challenge Brian Kendrick for the X Division Championship of the World.
Time for talk's over, JB. You see now, Brian Kendrick, all your philosophical rants, they're meaningless. All my clever, witty, sarcastic comments, while very entertaining, they're meaningless. You see, Brian, right now it's time for action. Total, non-stop action. Total, non-stop Aries. Now, Brian, for all your unorthodox ring gear, for all your unorthodox style, you're a world-class athlete. And I expect tonight you're going to bring your A game. Unfortunately, that's not going to be good enough because I'm bringing my A-double game. And that's a whole level above everybody else in this business. So by the end of tonight, JB, you, Brian Kendrick, all the fat, lazy fans at home watching this, they're going to know why I'm the most complete athlete in professional wrestling, why I'm Mr. It, why I'm the spectacular vascular vegetarian, why I am the greatest man that ever lived, and why I'm going to be the next, and maybe last, X Division champion.
Well, it's Mr. Win at all costs. A-double, Austin Aries recently gained his position as #1 contender, winning the X Division Gauntlet match.
That's right, Brian Kendrick. I got my sights set directly on you and your title. Everybody knows you're a strange little man, but what they don't know is you're a big hypocrite. For the last month, you've been preaching your ethics, your love, your peace, your harmony. Your actions have been the exact opposite.
Now, Austin Aries' life is suffering. Suffering stems from desire. The God voice inside of me is stronger than any fear in existence. Do you understand that?
You can't stand that I got the spotlight. You can't stand that A-double is the brightest shining star in this company. You are nothing but a fake, a phony, a fraud, and a frame.
I am the X Division champion!
A-double, Austin Aries takes on the Wizard of Odd, Brian Kendrick, for the X Division Championship.
Time for the X Division to take the spotlight, the center stage at No Surrender. X Division title match on deck. And let's preview with the X Factors this upcoming Kendrick and Aries title bout. It was back in July at Destination X. Brian Kendrick's win over Immortals Abyss. It not only earned him his first X Division title, but forced the rebranding of the entire division. How do you mentally prepare for Brian Kendrick? The unpredictability. It always keeps his opponents guessing and on edge. Can Kendrick exploit that advantage tonight? And Austin Aries may have been fortunate in winning the recent gauntlet on Impact, but there's no questioning the skills of the #1 contender who looks tonight to become X Division champion for the very first time.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the X Division Championship. Introducing first from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Austin Aries.
Mr. Win at all costs. He's all business in the role of the challenger tonight at No Surrender. And I know you will really appreciate the skills of A-double.
Absolutely. I'm an Austin Aries fan. Had an opportunity to chat with this man earlier today. And, well, believe it or not, he's very full of himself.
What's a shocker?
Yeah, but it's not too annoying. It lets you stay longer than a minute in the conversation.
You appreciate it, I'm sure.
And his opponent from Venice, California, the X Division champion, Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, there's a reason that he's known as the Wizard of Odd. I think that nickname was given to him by Eric Bischoff, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's apropos, as they say in France.
Oh, it's right on the money. He's got desire, not fear on his mind, as you saw in the preview video package.
He's a goof, for God's sakes, the guy. He can go. He's the X Division champ. Brian Kendrick, I know him several years. He's always been a little wacky, a little nutty, a little silly. He's really like off the deep end lately.
Well, so he's perfect for here.
That's a good point. He's got on like a Genghis Khan headgear on. I say it was that Genghis Congus.
Genghis Congus?
Yeah.
It's what separates Brian Kendrick from the rest of the pack. The Wizard of Odd going to put that X Division title belt at stake. And Aries, once you get a look up close and personal. How about the challenger? Planting a kiss on the title belt.
I'll tell you what I found interesting, where I can relate to someone like Austin Aries, is this past Thursday on Impact Wrestling, you know, they kind of jaw-jacking on the microphone with each other, these two, and Kendrick came out with a suit on, and he ripped the suit off, and he said he's not going to fall into whatever he wants him to be, and he's a free spirit or whatever, you know, he's all these crazy things he says, and he took the X Division title, and he threw it down on the ground, did Kendrick. And Austin Aries took offense to that. But Kendrick feels the title belt itself, the belt itself, is just a materialistic thing. I disagree with that.
Well, it certainly is belief. Maybe at the same time, it's a little bit of the mind games as well to get into the head of Austin Aries, who references Kendrick as a hypocrite, claiming that he'll talk to the public about peace, love, and harmony, but maybe have a different mindset once they get inside the ring. I don't think I can blame Brian Kendrick for that.
For what?
Having a different mindset other than peace, love, and harmony once the X Division title's at stake. That's what.
Okay, don't get hot. I'm just asking. I didn't know what you meant. Anyway, right now, Austin Aries, now look at that quick roll. Look at that kip up. Phenomenal athleticism.
And now going to go to the armbar, which we definitely saw in the last match, the Bobby Roode victory.
Well, that's smart. Austin Aries is taking his time on the outside and going to stop that momentum of Brian Kendrick.
Speaking of the X Division, earlier tonight, we saw the #1 contenders match. The young kid from Katy, Texas. The young gun Jesse Sorensen and Kid Cash going at it. Sorensen gaining the win over Cash, and he's next in line for a title shot as Aries just doubled over Kendrick with that perfectly placed knee.
Well, that Jesse Sorensen now, the new #1 contender, as you said, for the X Division title. He's legit, that's for sure. That kid can go. Oh, wow. Talk about going. Look at that running shoulder block.
Yeah, not just any, the speed that Aries has coming off the ropes.
Oh, look at that leapfrog. Outstanding by Kendrick. Awesomely done. Deep arm drags by Austin Aries.
Yeah, Kendrick quickly stuffs him off. Goes head scissors, and Aries going to try and power out of that head scissors, and Kendrick having nothing to do with it.
That's what Kendrick does well when he's in the middle of a match. He keeps his poise. That's the mark of a guy.
Wow.
A guy who's been there before, but
that'll kick the poise right out of you.
You're not kidding. That was an explosive. I don't even know how the hell Austin Aries did that.
And just the way that he's able to escape from the head scissors, and before you can even recognize the escape, he caught him right in the face with the drop kick.
Yeah, he's just got excellent, first step explosion does Austin Aries. His quickness. I'll tell you, Brian Kendrick's quickness isn't that bad either.
That first step explosion, so important in so many athletic endeavors, including professional wrestling.
Absolutely.
Kendrick pulling and cranking on the head of Aries, who connects from the outside. Shoulder block in, and then the roll through, and Kendrick caught him with the kick.
Look at Kendrick now. Might be going for a little sliced bread, but Austin Aries, he got himself out of harm's way. Timeout. That's it. Stop the clock. Stop the clock.
Well, scouted move by Aries
in
anticipation.
Pump the brakes. Hold the horses. Stop the clock. Send him up for chase.
Series of forearms, and then back first goes Aries into the steel barricade. Drops right down into the chair at ringside, and Kendrick's going to take advantage of that as well.
Yeah, Kendrick won't stop. He'll be tenacious now. I mean, look, Austin Aries, he can't get out of harm's way no matter where he goes. Brian Kendrick, the X Division champ, is just there.
And champ outside, I think he was going to go for sliced bread, potentially right there in the corner, the way he had the head of Aries hooked, but Aries able to turn it around on him, and now, oh, wow.
Russian leg sweep right into the steel ring post.
Oh, in the back of the head and the neck of Kendrick rings against the post. Aries rolls him in, going to try and pin him and win the title.
You know, the intriguing thing about that type of move right in front of the referee, you cannot get disqualified for it because you're utilizing the ring as a weapon. You know, it's not like he's taking a foreign object or an object that's not foreign and hitting with it. You know what I mean?
Any object.
Or any object, sorry, foreign.
Slingshot over the top. And then to the back of the head and the neck again of Kendrick with the double sledge from Aries. Confidently comes back in and confidently covers for two.
Well, the vascular vegetarian has as Aries referred to himself. Might as well throw vegan in there. He's really going to town right now. And he's in the driver's seat, possibly to gain that X Division Championship tonight.
Strikes against the ropes by the challenger. Leads to Kendrick being shot off and then decked with the back elbow. Again, yeah, the quickness. Jumping high into the air, dropping the elbow, and immediately going for the cover in 2.
Got to assume that Jesse Sorensen, the new #1 contender for this X Division title, he's someplace backstage in the locker room area watching this match with a close eye.
Perfect opportunity to scout both Aries and Kendrick. Whoever it is that emerges from this match with the title is
stump puller action here, man. Old school stump puller.
And again, it's the focus on the back of the head and the neck of Kendrick that we've seen from Aries for several minutes, and it's the same thing here.
I don't remember the last time I saw someone do a stump puller. Well, on TV.
Just did.
Thanks, man. Nice talking.
Rock Kendrick, the champ. The champ's in trouble at this point as he gets back up to his feet, wildly swinging those forearms.
Yep, they're hitting their mark. Definitely hitting their mark.
After 3, he's cut off by Aries. Gonna go with the swinging pendulum style elbow. Here it is. Oh!
Well, he might have waited a little too long there on that Austin Aries. That's why nobody was home.
Yep, telegraphed the move, enabling Kendrick to roll out of the way, and then the jawbreaker from Kendrick stops the momentum of the challenger.
Oh!
Kendrick stacked up in the corner. Reed, Aries, and you can hear him saying, just come on, come on. Waiting for Kendrick to get back up. And
here he comes, here he comes! Oh my God!
Wow. Champ able to get the leg up at the last second. Kendrick tries to recover, uses the ropes just to get back up to his feet. Comes charging at Aries. Drop kick follows the elbow. Back at him again. The kick to the side.
Oh man. Look at Aries. Oh!
Definition of hung out to dry. And then taken out to the floor with the drop kick.
Look at the champ, look at the champ!
Suicide dive and the extra impact of the move as the back and the head of the challenger Aries ring off the steel barricade.
Definitely a physical matchup here for the X Division title. Now the champion, he's going up top. The challenger has no clue. What a missile drop kick there, Mike.
Gonna be enough here for the champ. Missile drop kick gets 2, and no, only 2. Still life left in Austin Aries.
Now what?
Able to back up. Kendrick into the corner, but then Bryan comes out.
Oh my God.
DDT on Aries. Pin attempt by the champ.
Foot on the rope right there. Good job, referee Jackson James using his eyes, and he noticed the challenger had his foot on the rope.
Slice bread out of the... Ooh! Oh! Wow! What a splat! What a thud!
That was bad, bro. That was...
Kendrick tossed out to the arena floor.
Austin Aries is in the driver's seat right now. Watch out! Oh my God, played possum. The champ played possum. And Austin Aries crashed and burned. He might be knocked out.
Referee puts in the count. Champ and challenger down as we take another look.
Let's check out the impact here. Look at this. Oh my God, Austin Aries. Just imagine. Look at this angle here. Bam!
Boy, from any angle, it's crash and burn for Austin Aries.
I could just hear someone saying, they know how to fall. Yeah, now to run into a steel pipe flying through the air. Tell you what, man, that was nasty, Mike. You got to give Austin Aries credit, like him or not. I know you don't like him, but you got to give him credit for getting back in the ring.
I may not like him, but I certainly respect his wrestling ability and have for years as Aries comes back now. I'm going to use the left side with the shot for Kendrick.
Mike, you can't even stand up. I mean, Aries broke his fall with his face into that steel guardrail, man. It's amazing his face isn't splattered.
Sidesteps the champ. And Kendrick now goes out to the floor.
This is what the...
Watch this. Aries like a slingshot, twisting down, and I'm not sure if he caught all of that either.
I think Aries caught it. I don't know how much he hit Kendrick. I mean, he splattered right on his face again. See that? He hopped over that rope, Mike. How quick he came to that running back elbow. Look at that, man.
Speed behind that corner.
Get a new champ. Got a new champ here.
The champ, and Kendrick escapes before 3.
Oh, small package. Small package. Roll up. Nice inside cradle there, but look at the Kendrick.
Backslide.
He's trying to steal a proverbial quick one.
The third time be the charm? No, still Aries able to power out before 3.
Wow, excellent timing. That tornado-like forearm shiver by Austin Aries in the face of the X Division champion. Champ's in trouble, Mike.
Aries just gets that extra momentum with the quickness of the moves that he applies. Champ taken up into the air and now draped over the top.
Oh my God.
Draping, DDT.
That's it. New champ. Tell you what, tip your cap to the X Division champ, Brian Kendrick. Yeah, he is just all heart. He's not even moving, Kendrick. Oh my God. Now what?
High risk didn't connect. Oh! But that did. Kendrick, the double underhook. The bridge, the pin. Oh.
Wow. That's a very difficult suplex to throw and hold the bridge. Double overhook. And keep your bridge while you have a pin cover. Very tough throw.
Went for the sliced bread in the corner, but couldn't make it because of the referee position. The kick from the corner by Aries, was that low?
I don't know. Oh, God, that wasn't low.
Dropped right on his head. Challenger floats over. Pin. 3.
Your winner and new X Division champion, Austin Aries.
Well, he did it, man. Austin Aries did it. He just became the X Division champion in an extremely physical contest. Wow, no shame right there for Brian Kendrick. You know, in defeat, he loses his championship, Mike. That was one hell of a physical battle.
Well, the physicality of the matches from the opening bout tonight at No Surrender has really been the story. As we go back, and we're going to review, well, how about that? Look at that celebration for Aries. Let's review what we witnessed in this match.
Well, there were several times in this match that this impactful stuff that each man did to each other. They kept kicking out of each other's maneuvers, but right there, that nasty brainbuster by Austin Aries captured him the X Division Championship.
Aries gonna take a victory lap around the ringside area, proudly displaying the X Division Championship belt.
But Roode being proud of an amazing moment in his career, making history right here is Austin Aries. New X Division champion.
Yep, new X Division champion. X Division champion for the very first time. A-double himself, Austin Aries, and, well, Bound for Glory series forced to go overtime.
Well, you're not kidding. I mean, listen, we saw James Storm. He ended up getting disqualified against Bully Ray. That was a tough deal right there. You know what I mean? That was tough for him. Let's actually going to go back and take a look at that right now, I believe, Mike. So, let's see. This is the Bully Ray James Storm match, and Bully Ray, he sprays the beer in the face, and then turnabout's not fair play, because inadvertently the ref gets nailed by Storm spitting the beer.
And a disqualification win for Bully Ray gives him 3 points, puts him at 52. Bobby Roode, Gunner, they both went in knowing that they needed a submission win. Both sat at 42 points. They needed 10 to tie Bully Ray, and it was Bobby Roode victorious with that submission victory. And now it's overtime. It's time to find out who it is that gets the title shot upcoming at Bound for Glory. Is it going to be Bully Ray or Bobby Roode?
You got me, but I got to tell you what, tip my cap to Mr. Eric Bischoff coming out here and laying this thing down, wanting to get a winner, unadvertised, unannounced. We're going to have it. Bully Ray and Roode, who's going to Bound for Glory?
To get pre-match comments on this overtime matchup with Bully Ray, we send it to JB.
Thank you very much, guys. We've started out with 12 men. Now it comes down to the final two. It's overtime. It's Bully Ray versus Bobby Roode in the finals of the Bound for Glory series. Bully Ray, I know you are prepared for this. I know this is a huge, huge match in your career.
No way in hell did I show up here tonight thinking I was going to have to wrestle 2 times. But as the old saying goes, if you want something done right, you might as well do it yourself. Looks like I couldn't count on Gunner to get the job done, just where I couldn't count on my partner Devon for 15 years. When you think of tag team wrestling, who do you think of? Me. You think of me. Tonight's not about tag team wrestling. Tonight's not about the 23 World Tag Team titles that I won. Tonight is about one more match. One more match that I have to win to get the opportunity to wrestle for the World Heavyweight Championship. I can't be beat. I can't be stopped. Bound for Glory is in Philadelphia. What do you think my chances are against Bobby Roode? I think they're pretty freaking good. If Gunner did one thing right, it was softening up Roode for me. Bobby, I know your neck is screwed up right now. I heard you in the back. That neck is banged up. I'm coming after your neck. Mark my words. And then I'm going on to piss off the wrestling world. Learn to love it. Bully Ray is the next World Heavyweight Champion.
I got to tell you, Mike, I'm a little surprised. I'm actually very surprised that Bully Ray just basically laid out right here on worldwide TV and basically letting Bobby Roode know his game plan, that he's coming after the neck. That's either real dumb by Bully Ray or just loaded with confidence. I don't know. I don't think I would have done that.
Well, he has never been lacking in confidence. That's for certain. And for 4 months, ladies and gentlemen, we have witnessed the Impact Wrestling stars do battle. Matches on Impact Wrestling, matches on pay-per-views, live arena events all over the world. This is the culmination, the overtime match. Let's see who gets that title shot in Philly. Stakes matchup, Bobby Roode, Bully Ray, Bound for Glory series. We're going to overtime. This is winner takes all. This is winner gets the Bound for Glory World Title shot. Nose to nose, face to face confrontation. Bully Ray trying to get in the head of Roode. I heard him say, you've got a family at home.
Yeah, he basically also told Bob Roode, I'm throwing my badge on you and take a shot if you want. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect. Tell you what, I gotta give Bobby Roode credit. He didn't play into the hand that I think Bully Ray was looking to do. He kept his poise, his cool. You see right there, Bully Ray was right. That neck is bothering Bobby Roode because he just grabbed at it by taking one step. Up the ring steps, what's going to happen? A 300-pounder from Hell's Kitchen just coming after you.
Official ring introductions for this overtime, this playoff Bound for Glory Series matchup. We send it to JB.
Ladies and gentlemen, it all began with 12 men. Now, it comes down to the final two. It's overtime. This, the Bound for Glory Series Finals. Winner take all, with the victor going on to Bound for Glory as the #1 contender of the Heavyweight Championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA senior official, Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, introducing your two finalists. First of all, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 275 pounds and comes to us from Hell's Kitchen, New York. He is Bully Ray! And now, introducing your second finalist, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 240 pounds and comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. He is Bobby Roode.
On a night when we have talked about the physicality of the matches here at No Surrender, right from the very outset, I'm guessing that we can anticipate much more of the same between these two, especially in this high-pressure, high-stakes atmosphere with that world title shot at Bound for Glory at stake. Intensity between these two so evident. First the stare down, and then the bad-mouthing. Roode claiming that it is his time. Bully Ray, obviously the opposite opinion, wanting to have that World Heavyweight Championship belt.
Well, listen, man, this is the biggest match, singles match in both these men's career right here. The biggest singles match for them. I mean, both these men they're known as tag team specialists, tag team champs multiple times between the both of them, correct?
Absolutely, limitless.
That's done with right now. It's about a singles opportunity, an opportunity at the World Heavyweight title. Biggest match of both these men's singles careers right here. Well, Bully Ray, he did this earlier tonight against Roode's tag team partner, James Storm. Kind of the stalling thing here. And
well, you could expect both men to be cautious early on because of what's at stake. And Bully Ray is going to try and introduce a steel chair. Second thoughts from Bully Ray as he circles.
She's burning a lot of energy walking around the ring. Well, I think Bully Ray needs to keep his eyes on the prize, and that is trying to get a victory on Bobby Roode. You can't win if you're on the outside of the ring. That's where the old saying goes. I mean, you got to stop playing games here.
Last thing you need is rabbit ears as well, right?
Exactly, man. You got to get in here now and do this thing here.
Concentrate on the task at hand as Roode and Bully Ray lock it up.
You saw, I mean, Bobby Roode grabbed at the back of his own neck while he delivered the arm drag. So, I don't see. Honestly, I mean, I don't agree with what Bully Ray's doing here. I think you know the guy's got an injury. You said you're going to go after his injury. The injury's still kind of fresh. Stay on it, man. Don't give him that room. That's just my opinion. That's a former competitor and a guy who saw Bully Ray come up from day one in his business. So Bobby Roode is staying focused. He's staying at the task at hand. He knows Bully knows he's hurt, but he ain't hiding it. He's right here. Come get it. I like it.
Both men with their eyes zeroed in on the opposition. Power advantage of Bully Ray evident as he backs up Roode into the corner. Hits him with a chop that you've talked about as being one of the strongest, most brutal in the business.
Well, that gets right in your head. That gets in Bully Ray's head, and that's why Bobby Roode fought through that chop to stare down Bully and say, you know what, frig you. That didn't hurt me as much as you thought. Maybe that one did. That's renting space in Bully's head, I'm telling you.
Whoa! And how about the way that Bobby Roode answers the Bully coming out of the corner? Zero back down from Bobby Roode.
Come on!
Well, not much to say about that.
First, Bully Ray hits him with a shot that 99% of the guys in professional wrestling would go down. Roode not only doesn't go down, but he comes back and clocks Bully Ray. And again, the rabbit ears come into play as Bully Ray tries to slow down Bobby Roode.
I think this slowing down by Bully Ray is helping Bobby Roode, I'm telling you. Tell you what, Bully Ray was a little cautious going into that lockup, huh? See how Bully Ray keeps that close leg, the near leg back to avoid Bobby Roode from dropping down and getting a single leg on it. That's very smart.
Roode back up to his feet. Gonna try and escape by any means necessary. How about a shot to the rib cage of Bully Ray, who comes right back with that grip. Now going to try and shove him off and does into the ropes, but
you're not going to win that battle. You're not going to win that battle if you're Bobby Roode. Bobby's in great shape, packed tons of muscle on that body. But Bully Ray he's just a mammoth big man. So it's and he's extremely athletic as Bully Ray. I mean, much more than people can imagine. He's always been an excellent athlete, even when he was like 400. I'm not kidding either.
Off the side, headlock. Roode again tries to shove him off and does, and again, Bully Ray, shoulder block. This time stacks up both legs for a quick pin attempt.
Well, he was going to get that, man. He sunk all the way back on Bobby's injured neck.
And you talked about Bully Ray being cautious earlier. Went through caution to the wind and may pay for it. May pay for it. Same move that enabled Bobby Roode to get to this overtime match. The crossface added to the arm being extended.
Bully Ray's in a lot of pain here. He's close to tapping out already.
Referee checking to see if he taps into. Oh, and how quickly he's able to try and turn it around into a pin, but then Roode escapes.
It helped Bully Ray. It's going to sound crazy to some people that his hair, his butt short like that. I'll tell you what, trust me, from experience, that helps.
No handle.
No handle, buddy. Keep that head cropped tight. It's tough for guys to hang on to your head, especially when you start sweating.
And Roode gets into his head. You saw him motion to Bully Ray that I came just this close to getting the tap out win. This time the chop to the chest comes from from Roode, who reels off the series of right hands to the side of the head of Bully Ray.
Yeah, timing those blows is Roode very well. Oh, hot shot.
Elevated high into the air is Bobby Roode, and then dropped down against the ring ropes. You can sense just from the way Bully Ray attacks that his confidence level, now all of a sudden he's got it back. And then the neck breaker. He told us in that pre-match interview, you've referenced it several times, his game plan, his strategy was to work on the previously injured neck of Bobby Roode. Neck breaker works.
Well, that could be, that could definitely.
Splash,
Wait, whoa.
Two, and gonna go right back to it. This time, single leg hook for two again.
And those kick out.
He's relentless on top. A third pin attempt, and a third time, Roode has to kick out.
Well, those kick outs also, not only forcing Bobby Roode to exert energy, but it's going to affect your neck immensely. Because when you kick out, you have to build up that energy and power and force and explosiveness from your upper body to kick a massive man off your body like this. So it affects your neck.
Well, that's a great point. A slap to the face by Bully Ray is followed up by an open hand that rings as he caught him in the back.
You gonna fight?
Physicality and the mind games from Bully Ray. Then not only the chop to the chest, but he got right in the face of Roode and said, "Are you gonna fight?" Fire of Bobby Roode says, "Bully Ray, bring it." And it's almost as if, judging by the reaction of Bully Ray, he can't believe that Bobby Roode's not backing down.
Bully Ray hesitant, but he brought another chop. Oh my God.
Incredible physical exchange. Roode may get the better of it momentarily as Bully tosses him to the ropes. Roode able to drop it, leaves his feet, in the clothesline.
Yeah, this is, you're not going to see a much more physical contest. I mean, I'm almost not surprised because of what's on the line here. The opportunity to win this amazing tournament, this series we've had for months, and to go on to become the #1 contender. One of these men will go to Bound for Glory in Philadelphia to challenge for the world title next month.
Roode snaps the neck of Bully Ray. On hands and knees, goes for the pin. And on the verge of victory.
So both these men had to compete once before tonight, obviously. It's their second go around here, so kind of even Stevens in regards to fatigue, I would assume, but oh my God.
Bully Ray, quick pin attempt. But the way he was able to just turn it around on Roode, catch him off guard. It was a Uranagi style move.
Yeah, man, that size matters right there, buddy. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, Bully Ray's got big size advantage on him, you know? He's got a height advantage, got a body weight advantage on him.
Pulls him in with the trunks. Right into the full Nelson and then Baba Bomb.
Man, I mean, he might get him here,
This
Mike.
could be it. Here's one. Here's two. Awful lot of victories through the years for Bully Ray with that move. The fight left in Bobby Roode, because of the importance of this match, enables him to power out before 3. Don't see Bully Ray go high risk off the ropes very often.
And that's the reason why.
Maybe why. Backsplash, nobody home.
Whoa.
High angle. Double R spine buster. Could this do it? 2, 3.
Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, going on to the main event as the #1 contender and Bound for Glory, the winner of the Bound for Glory
left in the pool when Bully Ray went up the ropes, crashed and burned. Bobby Roode capitalized on a massive spine buster. We got a new #1 contender and the winner of the Bound for Glory series, man.
The culmination of the 4-month Bound for Glory series. Had to go overtime, and there it is. Double R spinebuster. Quick pin attempt by Roode, and able to get the 3 count in the win. And he rolls right into that title shot.
I'll tell you, I mean, I want to say it almost came out of nowhere, but when Bully Ray missed the move that he missed off the ropes, he might have landed on the back of his head and that kind of knocked himself silly a little bit.
Heavyweight champion.
And Roode took advantage of it. Wow, man. Big moment here.
Huge moment in the career of Bobby Roode. You pegged it earlier as the biggest singles matchup for both Bobby Roode and Bully Ray. And it was Bobby Roode who delivers the victory in that biggest match, and now it's post-match celebration time among the fans here at the Impact Zone at No Surrender.
Well, there were no shortcuts taken at all by Bobby Roode. This was one physical contest between these two men. Hell of a matchup, and I gotta say, it was a great Bound for Glory series. We had fun calling it, Mike.
Absolutely did. Bound for Glory series was great. Bobby Roode ends up potentially a career-changing win for Bobby Roode tonight at No Surrender.
No doubt about it, my man. He is the #1 contender.
And ladies and gentlemen, in terms of our Bound for Glory main event, the World Heavyweight Title match next month, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, we now have one piece of that puzzle solved. We now know that Bobby Roode will enter Bound for Glory as the challenger. But the question that still remains is who will be the defending champion? Will it be Kurt Angle? Will it be Sting? Will it be Mr. Anderson? Because that 3-way match, Taz, it's still to come. It's up next.
Yeah, we're going to get the answer. We're going to get the other piece of that puzzle. As you said, Roode's going on to be the #1 contender come next month in Philly at Bound for Glory. I got to tell you, I mean, like I said, last we saw Anderson and Sting, they were beaten down in a big way by Immortal, and Kurt Angle looked fresh as a daisy. So we got to see what happens here tonight.
3-way World Heavyweight Title matchup. It's still to come tonight as we go backstage where JB has a very special interview.
Thank you very much, Mike. As we wanted to take a quick moment out of the pay-per-view tonight to acknowledge everyone who may have lost a loved one, a friend, family, anyone who was affected by the horrible tragedy of September 11th, 2001. And someone very close to us here at TNA Wrestling, in fact, someone on our roster who lost a loved one, Thea Trinidad, otherwise known as Rosita. If you could join us right now. Thea, your father was on the 103rd floor of the North Tower when the airplane struck September 11th, 2001. You lost your father. You were 10 years old. And he was an amateur wrestler and somebody who you consider your inspiration for even being here today.
Absolutely. You know, people say that, you know, time heals all wounds, but at the same time, it never gets any easier because every day I'm waking up without my dad. I'm waking up to an empty space at the dinner table, you know, like it hasn't been the same since. I mean, my dad has been my inspiration from the very beginning. I mean, he was an amateur wrestler, as you said, and, you know, he was actually the very first person to teach me how to put on a proper headlock. And, you know, he always knew, like, when I was little, I told him, you know, Dad, I'm going to be a wrestler. And my mom was saying, no, I don't want her to do that. But my dad was like, yeah, you know, I really think that she can do this. And he's been my inspiration. So I told him, like, I'm going to do this for him. And I know he wanted to do it, you know, because balancing a job and balancing kids and a wife, it wasn't, you know, easy for him. So I did this for me and I do this for him. And every single time I go out to the ring, I pray to him and I tell him, you know, to be with me. And it's just, he's my inspiration throughout this entire journey. And I'm very thankful to have, you know, the TNA family behind me because it's been a hard day. I mean, from watching the ceremony to hearing his name to, you know, crying with some of the girls. It's just, I truly appreciate everything being here and every kind of support that the fans have given me, from tweets to emails, text messages, everything. And I really want to say thank you. Thank you all very, very much.
We know he's watching his baby girl tonight on pay-per-view and is very, very proud.
Thank you very much.
Hulk Hogan, I came out here to tell you that your enemies are now my enemies. You see, I vowed to take out all the young talent on this roster, and I would love to add a veteran. And that veteran is Sting. I guarantee you will not walk out of here under your own power.
Special enforcer at ringside, Hulk Hogan motioning to the back. Here comes the Immortal Gang, and now the beatdown led by Bully Ray. Mr. Anderson.
I am on the outside of Immortal looking in. I am going to be such a royal pain in your asses.
Anderson ended the party that Immortal was trying to put on Sting. Now Anderson finds himself in the middle of the beatdown along with Sting.
Boy, the numbers game is just way too strong here. Kurt Angle, still World Heavyweight Champion, but absolute destruction on the part of Immortal.
What I'm afraid we did was poke the bear. The bear being the network. No surrender.
Oh, stop.
A three-way for the title.
No.
Kurt versus Sting.
No.
Versus Ken Anderson.
They can't do this.
It's done.
They can't do this.
We got 3 days to figure it out, brother. 3 days. 72 hours, and the clock is freaking ticking.
The Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle, defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Mr. Anderson and the insane icon, Sting.
And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time for our no surrender main event, and it is time for our World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Taz, let's preview the three-way.
You see right here, all three men very similar in size. I mean, the experience advantage has to go to Sting. Close second, and that would be the champion. Well, speaking of champion, he does not have to be defeated to lose the championship. That's a big deal. Kurt's got to play a lot of defense.
Here's the bullet points to preview as well. This world title, tail of the tape. When Kurt Angle used Hulk Hogan's steel chair to defeat Sting at Hardcore Justice and win the title, it was step number one in the Angle-Hogan relationship. And since Hogan brainwashed Angle about Dixie Carter, Kurt has been focused, and as we all know, nothing more dangerous than a focused Kurt Angle. And while Kurt Angle may have Hulk Hogan on his side, we've also seen Sting have a common bond with Anderson. Will the two challengers work together after the network insisted that both get their chance? Time to find out now.
Ladies and gentlemen, and where are my assholes? Well, this asshole hails from Green Bay, Wisconsin!
First of the two challengers. Tonight at No Surrender has what he calls a mad-as-hell attitude. What we have seen from Mr. Anderson in recent weeks, especially as it pertains to getting some revenge on Immortal, puts him in position tonight to become World Heavyweight Champion once again. power to regain the control. He's got to regain the World Heavyweight Championship. This is his opportunity.
Oh, and listen, man, if anybody knows how to take advantage of an opportunity of becoming champion, it is Sting, no matter if he's deranged, Looney Tunes or not. I'm telling you, he knows how to stay in the zone.
Past 2 weeks on Impact Wrestling, Kurt Angle had to defend that World Heavyweight title, first against Sting, then against Mr. Anderson. And the way I look at it on both occasions, Kurt Angle, he escaped with the World Heavyweight Championship. You recall against Sting. Sting had him tapping in the Scorpion. Hogan slid in the chair. The Angle slam on the chair, Angle retained. And then with Mr. Anderson, this past week on Impact Wrestling, it was all about the numbers game from Immortal.
So was I cannot get that vision out of my head of Kurt Angle on top of Anderson, at one point Sting, pounding on their faces and head. Right before that, Immortal beat them down. I mean, so you're looking at Sting like he's just a piece of meat. But it's every man for himself here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your main event of the evening. A three-way matchup for the Heavyweight Championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Brian Hebner. And now, live from Universal Studios Orlando, it's time for your No Surrender main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, standing in the corner to my left. He weighed in this morning at 230 pounds and comes to us from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He is Mr. Anderson. And now, introducing challenger number 2. Standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 240 pounds and comes to us from Venice Beach, California. He is the Insane Icon. This is Sting. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 220 pounds and comes to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is the current reigning and defending heavyweight champion of the world, the Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle.
In this three-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship, it's not only first pin or submission, but as you pointed out several times tonight, Taz, Kurt Angle doesn't have to be pinned, doesn't have to submit in order to lose that championship, and that's a point that I think Immortal was really upset from the absolute time that the network stepped in this past Thursday on Impact Wrestling, and they determined that both Anderson and Sting, that they deserved another shot, hence the three-way match.
Well, this turn of events here now, you got Kurt Angle, the champion, just getting out of the ring, more or less set the Sting and Anderson. You two guys fight. You know, which I can understand Kurt's point here. He knows, you can sense the body language that both these guys want to beat the hell out of him. Anderson said earlier, me and Sting don't like each other. Well, we've seen them kind of help each other out in the past.
He also said they have that common bond. That's the hatred of Immortal. And that's what they're using here. That's what they're channeling. It's what's fueling them against Angle in the opening minute. Stinger splash.
Wow, very early in the match. Oh, look at that stomp right on the hand. Don't see that much. Early in the match with a big Stinger splash. Yeah, you're gonna break Kurt's hands, and I'll tell you what, I like that strategy, because if you break Kurt's fingers, how the hell is he gonna pop off suplexes if he can't grip his hands? How's he gonna put an ankle lock on if his fingers are broke?
And Sting holds the champ. Anderson reels off right hand, first to the midsection, then one to the top of the head. And this was in the mind of Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff from the second that they found out about this three-way match. The potential for Angle, associated, aligned with Immortal, to lose the World Heavyweight title, that's what has them worrying.
I understand this, I get it, that both Anderson and Sting are really taking apart Kurt Angle. You know, at the end of the day, it's a three-way match, and at one point, if you're Sting or Anderson, you got to start realizing, and maybe this is the point.
It is every man for himself, and while Sting and Anderson were able to work together at the outset of this match, with Angle taken out to the floor, now the two challengers square off. Shoulder blocked by Anderson. Sting slides over as Anderson comes right at him. Sting able to hip toss him across the ring.
Yeah, very high hip lock. Now with a basic side headlock goes the icon Sting.
Returns to the champion, Kurt Angle. Now you're outside on the floor, and while Sting and Anderson may be beating the hell out of each other in the ring, you've also got to keep your mind on what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
And not allow the potential for a pin or a submission to take place while you're outside.
Well, exactly, Mike, and that's what I was saying earlier, that Kurt Angle, you know, he needs to play defense. He needs to wrestle defensively to defend his title. And right now, it's tough for Kurt to do while he's hurting on the outside. And Anderson's wearing out Sting right now.
It's kind of interesting to see as Anderson caught Sting with that forearm shot. He was looking over his shoulder, and Angle now goes for the pin and gets two.
Again, for those people that maybe don't quite get what we're saying, right there, if Anderson would have got the pinfall victory on Sting, Anderson would be the new world champ. Oh my God.
Clothesline from Angle and back of the head of Anderson. Sound that it made when he hit the entrance ramp.
There was a sickening thud that Anderson's body hit the base of the ramp. Now here we go. Sting and Angle. Right in the back of the hamstring.
One would anticipate Sting trying to work on the legs of Angle to try and soften him up for the Scorpion. Sting rolls on top, 4-2.
What makes Sting so good. He's systematic. He picks his spot of attack. Very rarely makes a lot of mistakes because he's got amazing timing on when to hit moves, when to attack his opponent, and when not. He's really pinpointed that hamstring, it seems, of Angle.
Yeah, direction of the offense of Sting, the lower body of the Olympic gold medalist. Power game of Sting with the suplex that leads to a pin attempt. Angle gonna go shortcut the rake of the eyes and just flings Sting out to the floor. Anderson slides back in, and when Kurt turns around, he is met and dropped with the clothesline in the elbow.
Yeah, Anderson really, he just waited, and then Kurt turns around and lit him up. Good job by Anderson there.
Anderson wearing down the champ in the corner. As soon as Angle gets back up to his feet again, the power behind that shot into the corner, so much that Anderson drops to a knee, goes right back on top for a pin and two.
Well, Kurt Angle, we've seen it for years. He can take so much punishment to his body multiple surgeries on his neck. He's had, several injuries in his career, but he's such great condition. He fights back hard.
Quick,
Talk about the neck
breaker.
Yep.
And as Anderson goes for the cover, Sting able to pull him off before 3.
Seemed like Angle was a little hot early ahead at Hulk Hogan. You see that? Because this thing ended up being a three-way match.
Little difference of opinion, it seemed, huh?
Yeah, Hulk tried to just motivate Angle, and I think Hulk told him the right thing. I mean, you got to realize who you are if you're Kurt Angle. You got to be confident in that. Multiple-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist. Kurt was just angry.
With Angle down, it's now Anderson and Sting. Sting comes into the corner. Anderson catches him with the boot. The quick go behind leads to Angle sliding into him. And how about Angle suplexing both challengers, both Sting and Anderson?
That was pretty damn impressive right there. A couple of Germans suplexing one throw. I've done my share of suplexes, if you haven't heard. Never done that. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That was cool unless your name is Anderson or Sting. That was sweet.
Champ back in control. Gonna focus his attention on Sting. The boots, the kicks to the side of the head. A weakened Sting, slow to recover, and Angle right back on him again. The offense of Angle. It might be deliberate at this point, but damn, it's been effective. Is he going to go and try and snap off the suplex? Successful. Leads to the lateral press.
Yeah, that was nice snapping that suplex there. Kurt really popped his hips in, stepped in quick. Now this is where Kurt's at home on the mat. Legs in, double grapevine right there. Got himself a rear chin lock tightly applied across the jawline. That's key. You notice where the arm is placed, where Kurt's forearm's placed. It's across the jawline of Sting, not across the throat. He's wearing down his chin.
And in terms of that game plan, as you said, this is right up Angle's alley, isn't it?
He's at home on the mat. That's what Kurt Angle, in my opinion, was put on this earth to do, is wrestle. Since he's a young kid, he's been successful.
Referee Brian Hebner checking.
Come on, Ref. Come on.
On Sting, he's at 2. But still life left in Sting. Angle maintaining the hold and the grip. Sting sliding around and trying to escape. Series of elbows to the midsection and then to the head. Enable Sting to escape and then come right back. The clotheslines, one after the other.
Sting, man, really bringing those short clotheslines. Oh, another Stinger splash. That's the second one that hit Angle's body in this match.
After the splash, it's a DDT and the ensuing cover for 2. Anderson flying across from outside to stop before the 3.
Again, because that would have been the end of the opportunity for Mr. Anderson. Oh, look at that. Anderson right there channeling Chuck Norris. That was impressive.
Anderson going to slide Sting back in and hook the far leg, but Angle still able to come in and stop before 3. Elevation up, maybe an Angle slam attempt to stop.
Looking for a mic check, but Angle done his homework. Counted out. Uh-oh, war boy.
Suplex number 1 from Angle. Still on contact with Anderson, catches 2.
I got a funny feeling Mr. Anderson is going to get a steady diet of German suplexes here.
3 from Angle, who turns around and now goes for Sting. Wow, look at this.
That was
German 1 for Sting. 2 as well.
Looked like Kurt tried to turn Sting to his shoulder, to drive him on his shoulder a little bit on that last one. That was straight back.
A 3rd German suplex, and Angle covers for. How about on Anderson now?
Whoa! Kurt just dished out a lot of punishment in a short amount of time with all those German suplexes. That takes a lot out of your body if you're a normal human, where Kurt's a little bit like a cyborg.
Angle Sees that Anderson's positioned up on top. Catches him with a couple of rights, and Kurt's going to follow up. Sting tries to regroup as Angle going to try and suplex her.
He's going to pop this off here. Going for a big superplex. Going to try and pop it off. Look at Anderson really fighting back hard.
Throwing everything at Angle, including a headbutt from the top. And before Anderson can come flying off the top, the quick recovery by Angle. Throws Anderson across the ring. Gets two.
Oh, man. Wow, that was close, Mike.
Angle right back now on Sting, who floats over. And then, Sting tosses the
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Well, that's a dangerous landing. Flying over the top and down to the floor. So where you could blow out a knee is now Sting going to go Scorpion on Sting going to try and go Scorpion on Anderson, but Anderson won't let him turn over.
For a moment, it looked like Anderson was pinned.
Scorpion applied. Sting's got Anderson. We'd have a new champion here if Anderson taps. Fighting for his life, trying to get to the ropes.
Oh my God, now look at Sting pulling Anderson back to the middle of the ring. No signs of letting go of that Scorpion.
Cinches it on even tighter. You can sense Anderson's hand quivering as he considers the tap out. But Angle able to come in. Shot to the back of Sting. Angle slam by Kurt.
Here we go, here we go.
Sting gets two.
Oh! Man, that was extremely close.
Angle stalks and measures. Slides in behind Anderson. The wild shot by Anderson doesn't connect. Ooh. But then Angle hits the Angle slam on Anderson. Pin, two.
I mean, Kurt's got to be thinking, what the hell else do I got to do here to get a victory on one of these guys? Just dropping bodies left and right here.
Angle truly tested in this three-way matchup with the two challengers. And the Olympic gold medalist says it's time for the straps to come down.
Oh my God, that's it. They'll tear that ankle right off the bone. Sting better really think about tapping out right now.
Angle applies the submission hold, the ankle lock. Sting again considers the tap out. Here he's screaming through the pain.
Yeah, Sting's in just tons of world of pain. Oh, nice counter. Whoa.
Momentum of Sting leads to the mic check from Anderson, who covers, gets two.
Got him!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
And they had him too. Now, Anderson goes right at Sting, takes him up.
Almost lost him. Almost lost him.
Sting's trying to fight him off, and does. Oh! Drop down. Pin. Sting covers, has Anderson for two. And Angle slides in to break it up and pull Sting off the cover.
Angle, he's not just pulling off the cover, he's just bringing him out the...
What the hell? What did Hogan have there? What did he put in the face or maybe in the eyes of Sting?
I couldn't tell, I have no clue.
A blinded Sting. Wait a minute. He thinks he's got the referee. And from behind, the low blow. The cheap shot by Angle. Kurt follows up. Hits the Angle slam on Sting. Angle covers. Two. And Kurt Angle keeps the title.
The winner of the match, and still heavyweight champion of the world, Kurt Angle.
I'm going to say it again. We saw it back-to-back weeks on Impact. Kurt Angle, because of the interference of Hulk Hogan, Kurt Angle escapes with the World Heavyweight title.
Well, I can't disagree with that, Mike. I can't. But I'll tell you what, if I'm Bobby Roode right now, the new #1 contender, I'm thinking, okay, in 1 month in Philadelphia, bound for glory, I get an opportunity at the one and only Kurt Angle. But Bobby, you better think about Immortal, man. They got Kurt back, especially Hogan in a big way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you at Bound for Glory, our biggest pay-per-view event of the year, when the Bound for Glory Series winner, Bobby Roode, challenges Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title.